History reading, but I just wanted to have a peek online. Yeah, she sent me a video. So like you can watch it with me and I can see your reaction and save it forever.
Oh, okay.
You need help?
No need to like it sneaks under. Okay. So I put music off, yeah?
Maybe it's like you can change the title to our watching our chart reading. Day 9 already.
It's day 9, huh?
You're almost halfway there.
It's pretty easy. I was sleeping. With sleep, it's easier.
Oh, my face looks so big. Every time I'm next to you, my face looks super big because I'm closer to the screen.
Oh yeah, Con, what bug was it? Is it a bug? I have a lot of. I don't have space on this thing, huh?
Do you want me to move stuff for you?
Nah, that's fine. Alright. So, what is this? Should I make this smaller? Oh.
I'm gonna send you the link. For some reason, right, when she sent me the link via text message,
Yeah.
it just wouldn't open, but when she emailed it, it worked. It was really weird.
Wonder why.
I don't know.
Test this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Do I
Yeah.
send it to your Facebook?
Okay.
She's the very, very first astrologer I ever watched, and then it was Alyssa Tran.
Is it you? Yeah, it's you, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hang on. Is this okay to... Alright, so this is a chart reading. My chart reading?
Share, get in here.
Oh,
What's up, Daddy?
stand up, turn around. Stand up, turn around. Okay. Stand up, turn around, and then shake that ass. Okay. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the cake shop. And I'm doing a 1-month stream. Right now we're doing a chart reading apparently. Chart reading.
Our first ever synastry
You
reading.
won't be in here or not?
Oh, whoops.
Should I turn my alerts? Wait. Yeah, so it's cleaner.
Okay.
Maybe this as well. So it's. It normally focuses in the middle, so.
Oh, come closer.
Okay.
I just don't want to be too close to you.
Okay. Alright, I'll move this over.
Mm-hmm.
So you sent. Can you give them some context?
Okay, so I had never planned on doing a synastry reading with Simon because I felt like it would affect how you view your relationship and it would affect what you do in your relationship. But you guys all know I'm really into astrology. And I really, really trust Nicole because she was the very first astrologer I'd ever watched on YouTube. I trust her a lot. She'd done chart readings for years and years now. And I feel like in terms of relationship astrology, she has so much information. And I've already been looking into Simon and my synastry chart, like just for fun, and seeing whether I can actually see elements of our relationship in the chart, and it has been really accurate so far, but she uses a whole different system, and it just got me really curious to see whether what she said kind of aligned with what our relationship actually is like. And I've watched it already, and it's very much because, like, you know, your chart is very easy to see your personality.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I think she saw that as well, and she described you very perfectly.
Also, hi Jin. Good evening. Yeah, we're gonna watch it. Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah. I am. Alright. Yeah, I want to know. So, do I need to know anything else or not?
The questions I asked her were basically what's the dynamic in our relationship
Yeah.
and where do you see it going, kind of thing. I
Mm.
didn't tell her about the fact that we are not into marriage. Not exactly not into marriage, but we're not looking to rush into it. I didn't tell her anything about that. It was just we've been in a relationship for 12 years.
좀? Also, hey, Tony. Hey, Kudon. Um, El Chato? Howie? What's El Chato?
Chat.
Oh, El Chato. Okay. Wait, I'm eating fried rice. Pauline got me this. Alright, here we go. Wait, let me turn the volume up. Let's see.
Looked at these charts for a little good, about 50 minutes.
Why is she so...
Soft?
Yeah,
It's kind of fun.
it's very soft.
So you guys both have
Oh,
charts.
there we go. Okay, good. Alright, hey, Mike, what's up, man? We're doing, I'm what? Yeah. We're doing like a chat reading thing.
Hey, Paulina. Okay, I just looked at these charts for a little good, about 50 minutes, and it's kind of fun. So you guys both have charts that are pretty. Some people's charts are really just kind of clear cut and sort of easy to pick apart. But when you have charts where there are a lot of dynamic elements that are very different from one another, it takes me a little bit longer. So I'm going to start first with your chart. So overall, and I'm not going to do a traditional, I'm not going to go into all the details, I'm going to give you the themes. So what I'm seeing in your chart, I'm seeing a person who is both interested in being there for people you care about, like in relationships, certain element of like, wanting commitment, relationship commitment. You also have a moon that is ruling your ascendant in the 12th house, and it's in Gemini, and you're Cancer rising. So I'd imagine you have a presence that feels feminine, but youthful, and sort of open to suggestion. Kind of an individual who is, like you were saying, how you like to. Sometimes you type. What did you say? Type. You think faster, you can type. You've got a Mercury in Aquarius too in the 7th house, which tells me that your mind is forward thinking, that you're someone who prefers independence of thought. And within the 7th house, that means you're going to allow your partner the same thing, that same sort of liberty. But then when I was coming down, looking at kind of your Mars and Venus, oh, whoops, that was you. You've got a Mars that's retrograde, and it's in Virgo, down in the 2nd house, and then your Venus is in Sagittarius, conjunct Jupiter in Sagittarius in the 5th. So the first thing I was like, oh yeah, this is probably someone who is kind of daring and playful and, sexy and, know how to have a good time and how to party, as they say. But also your Mars shows how you naturally kind of do things. And Mars in Virgo is where we tend to, in relationships, we'll wait for timing. We will defer maybe what it is we're wanting, depending upon like kind of what the partner wants, sort of. When it's the 2nd house, it's like you have control over it. It's yours. And, oh, you just messaged me. Oh, you said you're a nurse. Okay, cool. Okay. And, oh, wait, that was someone else. Sorry. That was my other client. I was like, wait a sec. And so that Mars in the 2nd is kind of like we can be comfortable and secure in our own little space, and we can be comfortable being with a partner, and Sun conjunct Neptune too. We can sometimes put aside our ego and go along for the ride. Just be open. And your North Node is in Scorpio down in the 4th house, so it's really important that tells us that with the ruler Pluto in the 5th, that you're one of the biggest things that in this life you're moving towards for true development will have to do with confronting what it is inside of you that you really truly want emotionally. And with Pluto then in the 5th, there's a desire with that to be chosen, to be the one that that a partner chooses as their partner, as their one. And there can be, with Pluto in the 5th, in our childhood, we may have learned lessons that taught us that it was safer to kind of keep parts of ourselves hidden and then we move to your Venus and your Jupiter, and instead just to have fun and play, and to sort of be open to adventure. And but you also, the fourth house, you have Libra down on the cusp, and so that says that relationships are an area that give you a sense of security, and that's ruled by that Venus and Sagittarius in the fifth. And so maybe you have learned socially that to be open to adventure, to be open to possibility, and so that can attract partners that are both. I would imagine you'd need a partner who's both sensitive in certain ways.
Also, hi Kripla, hi Nick, hi Chris Misha. We're just looking at a custom
A synastry reading.
a synastry reading.
But also kind of independent, because that's what you need to trigger that north node of yours. That's sort of these hidden desires that you have that actually do have to do with being chosen. And when I looked at his chart, and also, let me also add, you have Capricorn on the descendant, and the ruler is in the eighth. And so this is being attracted to partners who are both like committed to a certain extent, or partners, something about the partners, they're kind of dominant. But then with Saturn and Pisces in the eighth, it's also like you're dealing with their issues tied to not wanting to grow up or commit or
Go back. Go back. What is it?
Like, I am attracted to partners that are mature and independent, but it seems like I'll be having to deal with partners who don't want to grow up.
Do you like that or no?
You will hear what she says later, but then
Hey, she's attacking me. It's bullying me.
No, she doesn't know you.
Oh, okay. Right.
to not wanting
There's a setup.
to grow up or commit or like kind of settle down or whatever. And it's opposite your Mars, that Mars in Virgo. So it's kind of like the parts of you that you may stay in relationships or stay in situations with partners that are preventing you from having all of your needs kind of be met. And I don't know if that's true or not. I could be totally wrong.
I'm doing a stream for a month. I'm really far away. You do whatever you want. I'm gone.
But that Saturn also squares your Jupiter and your Venus that are in the fifth house, which want growth. They want to improve. They want to
Wait, go back. What does that mean?
She's saying that let's say I would tend to stay in relationships that prevent. So my wants, right, and my direction, Venus and Mars, they're like, my truths and my lessons that I need to learn, and parts of me I need to show. But because, let's say if I'm in a relationship where that aspect is going to be a really strong aspect, like I'm attracting partners that don't want to progress towards that direction, it essentially just hinders that part of me that I should be expressing more.
Can you summarize that? So you're saying, like,
I might feel unable to express myself because I'm in a relationship that doesn't allow that.
oh, so it's like you're stuck in a situation.
Yeah.
And that's bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Ideally, you want a partner that progresses and you progress.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Fifth house, which want growth. They want to improve. They want to
How about you, Simon?
it wants adventure and it wants to expand. You want to move into the best parts of yourself and grow. But you also, there would be a desire to want to grow beyond, because fifth house is very much tied to kind of our youth, our ego. And while we can identify someone who is open and fun and adventurous, really to get down into that Scorpio step down in the fourth, we kind of have to confront the ego and confront what it is that we're really, really wanting. And so at the same time, you have a sextile from Uranus in the seventh. So partners who are sort of, I don't know if it's you that's non-committal, if he's non-committal, I'm imagining that he might be both wanting relationship and being conflicted, and maybe neither of you want to get married. I have no idea. But it does feel at this chart like a lot of it rests on the partner. If you were with a partner that was like, yes, yeah.
It sounds like I'm very influenced by my partner.
Oh, so if I say, I want to get married, you're like, oh yeah. And if I say, I don't want to get married, you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah. But then she
get
emphasized
married?
that the
marry me?
Uranus. the it says that she was saying that it's either one of us or both of us that have this trait of, you know, it's more of like a wanting for freedom.
Like if you're down, I'm down.
She'll emphasize that later, but basically there's a part in your chart that really believes the things that I say. So if I say I don't want to get married, or like what is important in a relationship is freedom and not marriage and a piece of paper, you would also believe, yeah, you know what, that's correct.
Because you're always right.
I don't say that.
It's not because of whatever she's saying. It's because I know most times you're right.
But that's the element of our chart that she was also talking about that actually does resonate with our relationship. Like you often say like, oh, can you make a decision for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need the right one. You're like the cheat, the
cheat
back
sheet.
of book. It's like this is the right answer. It's like I don't want to figure this out. Can you just show me the answer?
Yes, absolutely. You're the love of my life. I want to marry you. That you most likely be amenable, right? So it's kind of like up to the partner in a way, and being attracted to partners that are maybe perhaps dominant, but yet at the same time, he's got Saturn in his 12th house. It's like Saturn Pisces, which you have in your chart. So it's kind of perfect because he's learning about, he's got his North Node in the 10th in Sagittarius. So he's here learning like about commitment, being a man, responsibility, all the things that are tied to like what society says we're supposed to do, like grow up and all that stuff. So he.
Do you feel like your learning direction is more about like what it is to be a man in this world in a very conservative sense? Like what does it look like to be a man? What does it look like to pursue a career?
Yeah, but I don't want to do it.
Huh?
Like, it's like I want to do it. I want to look at it and go, all right, what works for me? What doesn't work? I don't like blindly following it. Is that an ego thing? Was that like a stubborn laziness? I think
it's something
mixture, yeah?
we have in both our charts, and then once we get into a relationship, that is really amplified. So she basically puts our chart together in something called a Davison chart, right? She mixes two of our birth charts together.
Yep.
And there is so much Aquarius in it. So together, I think that really amplifies whatever Aquarius nature we have in our personalities. Like we don't want to follow the norm, and the more they say it's normal to be like this, the more we just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting. I saw that as well, but yeah, she's trying to say that, like, you know, you learning those things would be, you progressing towards that direction, whether it's like conventional or not, is going to be a theme in how you grow. It includes like being a husband, being like a man in a conservative sense.
So I basically learned by looking at something that works and then.
Oh no, it's like just your life direction is like what you traditionally see a man would be. Focused on career, learning how to be
basic.
a man. No, she's not saying that.
What's she saying? I'm confused. One more time. I was looking at the audio stuff, that's why.
I had a feeling, I was like, you're not paying attention.
Yeah, I was playing with the audio.
She was basically saying that your direction is towards, she only just started talking about your chart, but it's like your direction is towards learning what it is like to be responsible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes. In a very like nutshell kind of way. Yeah.
He's here, he's kind of trying to decide for himself what that looks like. And he's got his ruler of his North Node, his path where he's going, is in his 8th house, and it's in Libra. It's retrograde. That's Jupiter in Libra. So he knows that there's a part of his soul that definitely knows that relationships are the area where he'll do the most growth. But at the same time, he's also, Moon in Libra. Let me back.
Relationships in me and you?
In general.
Oh,
like
right.
just one-on-one, I guess.
I love one-on-one.
Back up, and I'll talk about his chart in just a sec, but that Jupiter is in the 8th, it just sort of can show that there's something that he has to confront that does have to do with what he really wants in relationships.
Right,
and his Jupiter's then is in the 8th, it just sort of can show that there's something that he has to confront that does have to do with what.
As in, I need to be better in relationships in order to grow. Okay.
really wants in relationships. And his Jupiter's then ruled by a Venus and Aries in the second, which tends to be someone who likes to hold on to their freedom, their autonomy, likes to be attractive, to others. And so my sense from his chart is that he's someone
Wait, why is
that
she smiling? Why is she smiling? She's smiling. She's smiling. Why is she smiling?
stands out in a crowd and has someone that kind of
Wait.
stands out in a crowd.
I made her giggle.
Before we keep going, just watch Simon rewind this section several times.
Hey, off late. We're reading. What is we're doing?
It's a synastry chart reading.
Between me and Paulina. So whatever she's saying about like he is about me and like she is about Paulina.
Crowd and has someone that kind of stands out in a crowd and has a sexiness to him, an allure to him that he probably really enjoys. And it's actually Venus in the second tend to be someone that one of their gifts is that they're attractive. And with it in
You're
Aries,
lucky.
it's kind of a little bit bad boy. It's then ruled by Mars in the fifth, though, in Cancer. It's kind of like the guy that he kind of gets what he wants, sort of, but he's also
Hi Calvin. Hi Calvin. Welcome to the stream. We're doing a reading. Sorry, this girl's reading our synergy chart, and she just called me sexy.
then ruled by Mars in the fifth, though, in Cancer. It's kind of like the guy that he kind of gets what he wants, sort of, but he's also like sensitive and soft. Like he's charming. He knows how
That's the perfect guy.
to,
Thanks, Nico.
he just kind of gets it. He's got a moon in Libra in the eighth, and moon in Libra is emotional security for him, just like your IC in Libra. It comes
Wait,
through.
Moon in Libra.
Mm.
What does she mean by security?
Like emotional security is very important to you.
Like balance in general. Wait, Moon in Libra, is that a thought? How you feel? The way you think or the way you feel?
Process emotions.
Okay, got it.
Through his relationships with others. And his then, though, being ruled by a Venus in Aries, and the second it comes through feeling like he's attractive, like he's wanted, like he's, desirable.
Your
Why?
emotional balance comes from you feeling attractive and wanted.
So as long as I'm hot,
Huh?
I'm good. As long as I feel like sexy.
It's like I need to know that you still like me. Please.
But it has to be because of my sexiness, right? Oh no, just.
I don't know, whatever you want, whatever you've chosen to show to attract that friendship or that relationship.
So I validate myself through people liking me.
Yes.
Sounds like an influencer. Okay.
And so
You alright?
there's a little bit of a loop here, goes round in circles. And being with a partner, what's interesting is having his Jupiter and his moon in the eighth house, that's the Pluto house. So for him, it's kind of like he needs a partner that is
Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Oh, bumping data. I need a partner that what?
willing to actually sort of show him what they want. So when we come back to your chart and the Pluto that's in your fifth house, to me, that placement's one where we really crave and long to be seen, to be loved, to be adored, to be.
You? Your one?
Like she's trying to match up your 8th house elements to my 5th house elements.
So it'll take a very long time for you to feel loved.
No, it's like it feels like I'm constantly striving towards that direction. It's like I want to do what I can to achieve that, to feel like wanted and chosen. In a way, like special, I think. That's what it's getting at.
Like almost possessed, by our partner. And we ourselves can be kind of almost possessive, it's very kind of lusty. But especially with
I
Venus.
think it's because, like, on the surface level, she was trying to explain that there's a difference between a surface level and a deeper level of someone's personality. And then, even though my Mars is in Sagittarius, you might see, oh, yeah, that's, like, someone who's fun and outgoing. When you actually go to my IC and when you go to, like, where my North Node is, it seems like there's an undercurrent of, like, deeper needs on top of that persona of, like, oh, yeah, I'm, like, adventurous and fun-loving. Like, there's more to it kind of thing.
Well, I never saw that.
We're in a 12-year relationship.
Yeah? Am I not looking?
No, like she's trying to say, oh, she might seem outgoing and fun-loving and adventurous and like whatever goes, but at the same time, also very deep.
No, I didn't think. I'm saying the possessiveness though. I don't see it.
Possessiveness. Oh, it's
Yeah.
because she's talking about Scorpio traits.
Ah, okay.
Bear in mind, she doesn't know either of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she.
The Jupiter that you have there, the Sagittarius stuff. So I think I can see lots of things between the two of you. I can see the attraction here for sure, because I think you guys are helping each other move towards your truth. His is more towards, 10th house, which is the house of the father, the husband. It's also career, and it's, the outer world and all the rules. And yours is moving down to the 4th house, which is the house of home, family, the mother. It's feelings, it's the inside.
Me going towards rules,
I think it's more structure for you.
but it's like I don't like structure, but I'm striving for structure.
Yeah, but because like your north node are things that you're not familiar with, you're not comfortable with, and they're the lessons you have to learn.
So eventually, I would have to have a schedule, and do things by the book, kinda.
Yeah, but then from what I understood, your north node and your south node are two elements of yourself that are indispensable. So essentially, she's talking about the direction you're going to and the things that you are meant to be learning, but it's essentially going to come back to a balance of your south and north node. So your south node is going to be like, oh, I just want to do what's comfortable for me, and the other one's just like, oh, I need structure to progress. So it's going to be a balance of that. And for mine,
Work hard, play hard.
yeah, but like your south node, they're things that you instinctively kind of like kick off with. So your one is just like you'll instinctively go by whatever you feel like doing. And for me is I would instinctively go towards like, okay, I'm just gonna like focus on work kind of thing. But then we both need to learn the opposite of each other because our north nodes are opposite.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's why she's saying it seems like you're here to learn from each other how to balance out the other element.
I see.
And so I think you two have come together to kind of help each other. And I wonder if when I look at the, so how's that?
Isn't she so cute?
That's thunder what that is. When I see you got a lot of Aquarius in your relationship chart in the Davison, and you've got down in the 4th house, which is that very personal house, you've got Mars, Moon, Sun, right next to each other, Venus, all down there. So it can be a relationship that has elements that are tied to freedom and liberation and, doing things your own way and not following the rules. You have the ruler in the 3rd, Uranus, which it has to do with ideas between the two people that are tied to, with Neptune there as well, sort of living in a realm where you don't have to deal with the rules. So you can, it's like being together but not living together, being together for a long time, but also a strong element of being friends, strong element of exploring,
Oh shit.
unconventional relationship patterns. And I also wonder, there's Mercury down here, it's in Pisces, conjunct Saturn. He, of course, is Sun and Mercury in Pisces. And that tells me that the story of the relationship has a lot to do with him. And maybe many times things are even left unsaid.
What does that mean? Like,
It means that like the progression and whatever storyline of our relationship seems to go with like along with you,
oh
like
shit.
your flow of things.
Like, so it'll be better if I be better.
Yeah, you can say that. It's like it flows with your life story. So you are the leader of this relationship.
I am the captain now.
Like you're guiding it kind of way, and like
Me guiding it?
whether the relationship encounters certain things depends on your decisions in life, seemingly. Which is true.
That's a lot of pressure.
I feel like I'm a really, I think for myself, right? But then a lot of the times, like I'm more willing to accommodate Simon's, decisions on things because I don't want my decisions to affect his choices because I know
Yeah,
if
that's
I'm
true.
yeah every time I'm very am I too loud?
It's just hard to balance the mic and yeah. You can go. You can talk.
Every time I make a decision or I really firmly want something, Simon will change the trajectory of whatever plans he has made to fit that or like not disrupt him. He'll change himself in a way that there would be absolute minimal disruption for whatever plans he has, but he actually didn't have to change that.
Yeah.
He's just doing it to protect his
What?
workflow. He's like,
Yeah.
okay, so if I change now, it means that when Paulinna is like going gung ho on her, in her own direction, I will be minimally affected.
Is that my Libra moon?
Probably.
Balance? Don't want anything to change. Or
Yeah,
affect
yeah,
my
maybe. And it's like you subconsciously feel like you want to go with the flow, but it seems like the direction of our relationship is going with your flow, which I think is really accurate. Because my mum knows this, but nobody else knows this. But it's just like everyone feels like Simon listens to a lot of what I say, as in it seems like I direct him in whatever he's trying to do, but it's actually not like that. Like I actually make a lot more leeway for decisions that you want.
Yes.
And when it comes to like, let's say friends or like things that have nothing to do with work, I cannot influence Simon's decision. Cannot. And I don't really try to. It's just like, for example, back then when I say, hey, this person's like kind of shady, you'll be like, no, they're my bro, that kind of thing. When it comes to friends, you don't listen to me.
Now I do. No, I
Not
don't.
really.
No, I don't.
Not really. Yeah. But then it's not like I try to say, don't be friends with this person. It's just like, hey, be careful because it seems like they're trying to do this. And he'll be like, okay. And then
I wish Bear was here. Bear knows stories.
Is it?
Like, yeah, it's like he understands because he also has been in a 12-year relationship, except he's married. Yeah. So he knows, like, every time I say something, I think he just understands. Yeah.
But, like, let's say if I say, hey, Simon, don't stream, you'll be like, nah. Yeah, so, like, he doesn't really listen to me, but he looks like someone who would really listen to me. It's all
I try to, I just don't.
But I'm the same, I can't really blame you.
Just kind of like has a lot to do with him. And maybe many times things are even left unsaid or are just kind of like, and the Mercury is opposite your Mars. So, which to me ties to the parts of you that you kind of just take care of business yourself. And
Is that true for me?
I wonder if you, with that opposition,
do
if there have been times where you've triggered conversations. And let's see, you're at 1, yeah. So, but it's like kind of up in the 10th house, and with the relationship chart, Scorpio rising, Pluto rising, part of fortune, North Node all together. And this is a relationship that there will come a time, and I think it's going to be next year, where if you haven't already had like a really pretty serious conversation, I think you will have one this next year that has to do with we do it or we don't. But it has to do mostly with you sort of moving into the space of really just knowing if that's what you want. You have a moon in Gemini in the 12th, so that can sometimes be, well, do I want that? Like, this has been great.
I feel like it's like amping up already.
What do you mean?
Like, stuff that you want. Yeah.
Does this concern you?
No, because
Okay,
I already feel it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I feel things.
I'm good. I like this sort of ruled by Mercury and Aquarius in the 7th. I like this kind of freedom. But is it what you really want, or is it like what the partner is wanting? Ultimately, your North Node's in the 4th house. That's ultimately does have to do with what do you want? You know, confronting your deep, hidden, emotional needs that are tied to your identity and to your life. And you may have learned at a young age that it was safer to not fully show yourself and your feelings for whatever reason. And so I think the Mars that we have in Aquarius here in the 4th can be a relationship where two people, there are conversations triggered by two people who have different feelings, different emotions, or what have you, or but they can still come together as kind of friends, and there could be this agreement that there's a sort of freedom here between the two people. But it also kind of says with Uranus in the 3rd, because it's like a relationship where there's a story that is tied to the collective narrative, has to do with the relation, like what relationships are, and it has an experimental quality to it as well. So I feel like when I look at this chart, it doesn't immediately strike me as a relationship that's like, yes, this is a marriage chart. I had a really great relationship, and we're still friends, we always will be, with someone who had, we just like you guys, like tons of Aquarius. And because the moon's also in Aquarius here, that says the woman, there may be a little like detachment or disassociation even, or like just, non-committal, like just wanting to be free. But is it because
Am I detached?
You can be.
Okay.
that's what you really want, or is it because, squaring your Pluto, are there parts to you that want more? Are there parts to him that want more? And because your Pluto also 29 degrees, it lands in the first house on the North Node. It's ultimately going to be you that decides, decides what.
Nope.
And there's a good chance it'll be yes or no. Just very, So quite a fated relationship. And the Venus being in Aquarius, that's the relationship dynamic that has to do with just how you guys do your relationship. How you, whether you're, like if you had a Venus in Capricorn, it's usually a relationship that's about commitment. When it's in Aquarius, it's more about we're friends, we'll always be friends, but also at the same time, maybe we have two different perspectives on how long we want to do that for. So I think that when we have Pluto in Capricorn next year, it'll hit 27 degrees, it'll form a sextile to the North Node and the Ascendant and everything. It's already forming a sextile. And that, in my mind, will be very Aquarian. It will set free the relationship in some way to evolve. And it will either, with Leo up on the 10th house cusp, the sun down on Aquarius in the 4th, it's a relationship that very much tied, the identity of the relationship, whether it's committed or not, is tied to both of your 5th houses. And like I said, you've got your Pluto in your 5th. He's got in his 5th house Mars and Cancer. And there's some things as well in the synastry chart where like your Mars isn't even aspected at all. And I'm all about relationships, especially in that much Aquarius in a relationship, being an unusual, two people, there's an unusual match here that doesn't fit the rules. But the fact that your Mars is totally unaspected, like completely, and your Venus as well, is, that says there's two parts to you that needs that aren't being fully seen or met. And also his Mercury, because a relationship has a Mercury in Pisces in the 4th, there can be themes or conversations where we get told something and it almost feels more like a dream or with a ruler in the 3rd, not the full truth, or I'm being told to wait, or is this ever going to turn into anything else?
Oh, this is you.
So I don't know.
No, she's talking about the combined relationship chart. So it's like in this relationship, there could be some things being said that don't feel like definite truth. It could be from me, it could be from you.
No, it's
Why do you look so like pressured all of a sudden?
no, it's true. It's just like when you is she talking about like when you deliver things to me, you skew it in a way that makes me perform better because you know that it would make me, it would work.
I think that's being very idealistic about
Like, is that what she's talking about? Like,
she's saying that like
completely different.
I think she's talking about in this sense commitment, like talks about commitment. Like if we're talking about commitment, I'm just like, oh Simon, I'm not ready to get married yet. I'll like maybe settle down next year and then I'll be ready to get married. And you're
really,
just like, okay.
but really, it's like 3 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know that. I know that.
Like I say that.
Like,
or that's just like how it's been.
Like you just don't know yet.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But you say like, it's like, but the vibe you give off is like, give me a year to get my shit together, and then I'm ready. But really, it's like,
are you ready
even then,
at any point?
Even
in
then,
time?
it's like,
Are you ready at any point?
I would like to be better, so then when we
Yeah,
marry.
see, like it's. I think we're on the same page with that. Like you are also not like essentially. Oh yeah, I'm like down to get married.
It's like, hey, this is the final form. This is it's like
Yeah, see, it's weird. Yeah, it's like we're
It's
both
like-
not ready.
It's like I am a.
This is what you get.
I'm a entity, right?
Yeah,
I need to make sure it looks good.
yeah,
It has its shit together.
Yeah.
And it's like now it's presentable.
yeah.
It's like
See,
yeah.
so we both have this idea that once we like before we get married, we at least want to have us as a person have our shit together. And that doesn't always necessarily mean financially. It just means that like
internally.
yeah, internally as well. And have our dreams like on track first, and then we can progress towards it together. Right now it's just like we're doing a lot of things and we don't have a direction for dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what's happening is that we will seem like a very committed couple, but we're just not moving into marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're wanting to get married or not. Obviously that's up to you. Maybe you guys just decide to stay in a, I don't know if you're in an open relationship or if you're committed. I wouldn't be surprised. It depends on both people, but definitely does look like two people who will be friends. And
I can't hear it.
so my take on this is, the other thing. His MC, so where his North Node, his destiny, where he's moving towards, which is moving into, maturing into his understanding about commitment and adulthood and all that fun stuff, including being like a husband.
So I need that.
That's seemingly like the direction you'll be learning things.
Do you think I can get it in a month?
Huh? No. Your
There's
North
something-
Node is your life journey, dude.
Like if it's something I'm pursuing,
Yeah.
can I see it like a game? Like I just want to smash it out.
You can, but your North Node is very difficult to like just decide to smash out. It's like you have to let it deeply
Cause I like this.
sync with you.
She's basically saying like, yo, this is your end game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, can I just do it now?
What are you gonna do after that then? Try to balance it? You can do that. Because what you're trying to say, like if we're going your route, right? You're basically saying, I'm gonna go all out and learn responsibility and commitment in a month, yeah?
I'm gonna learn how to shave too.
But that means also you're gonna be on that extreme level. But
Yeah.
remember how I said like your North and South Node are supposed to be balanced.
Okay.
You're not gonna end up like just, hey, I'm just my North Node. I'm just like responsible and commitment, and like I lose that part of Simon that is, well, I'm talking as though I'm you. It's like I'm losing that part of myself that is fun loving and just does what he wants to do. Would you want that?
I just want to win. Like if she's saying that's it, that's where I need to go. I'm like, I'm really far away. So can I just like catch up now?
I was telling her that you've like matured. Every time you go through a hurdle, you learn a lot. Like it's like a sudden growth spurt every time you have a traumatic experience.
So
Which is good.
I need trauma.
Everyone has to go through shit to learn. Everyone has that.
But I feel like the way I go through it, it's like I need to really, really, really go through something bad. Then I learn.
I think it's only when you go through things that are a result of your lack of responsibility that you learn.
True. All right, I'll keep going because I need to do poop.
Husband, if he
Do you wanna
chooses
go?
to or not, career,
Sorry?
work.
Yeah, we can
Yes.
pause it.
Okay, I'll go poop.
Sorry, guys.
They're mainly lurking. I think they're working, lurking, playing games. A lot of them play Burnout. It's not weird.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. Here we go again.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just the coffee. Coffee and the fried rice. It's really good that you're here.
Why?
Eye stability.
Stability.
Yeah. Alright.
I realized that you use small screened our reaction screen and big screen to the YouTube screen.
Yeah, isn't that how you do it?
Oh, I don't know. I thought like you wanted our reaction. Oh wait, yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Or you rather the other way? I can do it the other way.
What would be better?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can do it the other way. Yeah? Okay.
Either or, because we're almost finished with the reading. I caught you.
I need to do this. Oh, is it water?
Do you want water?
Yeah, can I get water?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. One second, Amelia. Just woke up. Morning. Oh, shit.
Oh, I wish Amelia was there to watch your initial reactions.
I need to figure out how to make...
I'm back, finally got to relax. Hello.
Yo, how'd you go in your comp, man? How'd you go in your comp games?
Oh, Emilian, we were watching our chart reading. So I got us a synastry, like a short synastry reading of our relationship dynamic and direction. I didn't get to the comp, I just read manga, novels in bed.
Oh, I see.
Is it hard to do?
Huh?
Is it hard to do?
No, it's, Oh, wait.
Got the eyebrows. You okay?
Yeah, I just need a break later. What's this called?
I think you might need her to read. Yeah, I'll read for him.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Trevor.
Good luck, Nico.
What's Nico doing?
He's hoping to study tonight because there's no homework.
Oh.
Genius.
Like that?
Yeah.
Ah, that's so much better. Yeah, like that.
We're at the end of our reading now, though. Simon, teacher girlfriend is playing Valorant. I'm really uncoordinated. Like, I can't... Like, just with keyboard stuff, though, I can't really move too quickly.
Wait, so... What if I do this? Does it change? Oh, it does change. Should we watch a full screen or...
Either or. It's mainly just listening to... She's a very engaging speaker.
So now you gotta read from there, which I know you can't see.
It's okay. I'm wearing contacts.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can you read it then?
Yeah.
'Cause- sure.
If I caught the end, do you play any games at all? I play Among Us, and I found a really good lobby lately. Trust you can adjust. The fuck Simon can do it. Or if Simon can do it, then you can do it too. Honestly, do gaming night together. I will try then. I don't have the computer to play though. I just have a laptop that's really old.
All right. Should we go back a bit?
Really his destiny where he's moving towards, which is moving into, maturing into his understanding about commitment and adulthood and all that fun stuff, including being like a husband if he chooses to or not, career, work. He has the ruler Jupiter in his 8th, which is retrograde. And that is very much his truth about relationships come from his partner, from others, you know. And it's falling in your 3rd house. So
What does all that mean?
She's about to explain.
it could be him believing in the things that you say to him and those words being really important to him.
It is.
There's also a trine from your Mercury. So if you've been...
Wait. So is it not meant to be important? Uh-huh.
There's no meant to or not meant to. It's just this is how it is. It just seems like you're inclined to believe things about relationships that I tell you. So if I start to tell you...
oh my god, this whole time I thought I believe you because you're right, but this whole time I believe you because it's just built in me to believe you. Have you seen the joke, the comedy show of Dave Chappelle talking about how black people like to eat chicken?
No.
He goes
Oh
like...
wait, no, I have. But I don't remember it
It's
fully.
like, I thought I eat chicken because I like chicken. I was like, but I didn't know it was just built in me. I'm just genetically born to like chicken.
But it's like, this is the dynamic of our charts coming together. So if you were with somebody else, the
I won't
dynamic would
trust them.
probably be different.
Or like, I won't like believe what they say or something.
Not that you won't, you might not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
you know, of one mind with him about openness with that open-minded Mercury and Aquarius. And also, the thing about Mercury Aquarius, too, is it will say things like little Sam. But your Mercury lands in his 12th house. And so there
Wait,
can
what?
be...
So she's saying that I need to emphasize that Mercury and Aquarius will say things. Like I would say things, yeah.
Yes.
But because my Mercury lands in your 12th house, which is the house of like the hidden, the unconscious, personal undoing, self-undoing, she's trying to explain to you what the implications of that are. She's about to explain.
Okay.
Mercury and Aquarius. And also, the thing about Mercury Aquarius, too, is it will say things like little Sam. But your
Say
Mercury
little
lands in
Sam.
his 12th house. And so there can be sort of our partner either doesn't hear us or we're speaking to them in a way that, because he's a Pisces, that's like
I'm not hearing.
speaking to his own personal dream about himself. But the big question is your truth and his truth
Excuse me.
are like his Jupiter, the rules his North Node, is in your 3rd house, and it's in conjunct your South Node, a Taurus. So there may be some truths that he has that you may or may not want to have to hear.
Ooh, you don't want to hear my dreams and aspirations?
No, like you're hiding shit.
Oh, I'm hiding shit?
Yeah, what are you hiding?
what?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Wait, I think she left already, but...
Huh?
What? What?
What? Your timing is really.
I mean,
good.
he. I think he's out of the
I think
bedroom.
how I interpreted this was, there might be things that you don't say or are left unsaid, but I probably wouldn't want to hear. Are you hiding your opinions from me?
Huh? Fine.
Huh?
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I don't like your toenails sticking out. So I'm just kidding.
I don't have toenails. I don't have long toenails.
Are you really sick?
Whenever I'm sick and I fall asleep, he takes a photo of me. Because I look really ugly when
Your
I'm...
mouth
when
is
I'm-
open as a...
Gingerbite said, "Wow." Nico said, "Bless you." Simon is really trying hard to understand. Well, that's like me, so I just listen to important parts. You know, literally, there have been times.
Should I
where-
watch it again? Because I actually don't remember a lot.
What? If you want to.
Yeah, there's a lot that I was like. I just want to replay the sexy part.
I know. I'm just gonna, because the beginning part was
Alright.
more about Simon, so
Alright,
he's
fine.
just replaying it.
Wait, who was he? I don't think anyone was he. And
Hey,
now,
Paulina.
like,
Okay.
now we have a better camera setup, so I can.
Yeah.
Because before I had us being small, and then her being big, but we can have her.
But I want to recap is like, I never wanted to get a Sinistry reading because I was worried that it would affect how I view the relationship. And now I'm confident that I just kind of try to look at it in an objective way. And to
Yeah,
me, this
Jin.
is also research astrology. She is Nicole Huntsman. She's from Modern Cosmic Astrology, and she's offering like a flash sale of $90 for a relationship reading. There's also one for
Wait, you paid $90?
yeah.
Shit. And the quality is bad. She's good.
I'm gonna send this to her. You know.
Okay.
Apologize.
Restart. I'm talking to you.
So Nicole Huntsman, Modern Cosmic Astrology. She was the very first astrologer I watched back in the day. She's very great, and I found that in terms of decoding relationship aspects, she's really, really great because she understands the dynamics in relationships, what is needed, and how that two charts coming together, what they do for those two people. I feel like she's really good at explaining these things, and she has a lot of knowledge about it. Whereas a lot of people don't really understand how dynamics actually work and energies work. I feel like she has a really solid understanding of this, and I really trust what she's kind of decoded for us.
Emelian, you know exactly what I'm thinking about.
You could do it too, Paulinna. Do what?
This.
You can buy a lot of chicken with $90.
Yeah, Emelian knows what's on my mind.
Wait, I could do what too?
Huh? Astrology.
Oh, yeah, I could do it, but then I think it's a whole different thing to be able to read a Sinistry reading. A Sinistry reading is when you put two charts together and look at the dynamics, the dynamic between them, and also she uses a different system. So she doesn't really use a system that is common that you'll find on YouTube or like popular sources. She uses, when she's looking at relationships, she uses a Davison chart. It's different to a composite chart, which is a regular putting together of two charts and the direction. It's a little bit different.
Also, if you get that's a bit funny coincidence.
Interesting how I come back to this.
It's a
one.
character that does astrology.
Ah.
All right, ready?
Seeing
Begin.
a person who is both interested in one another, it takes me a little. Hey, Paulina. Okay, I just looked at these charts for a little good, about 50 minutes, and it was kind of fun. So you guys both have charts that are pretty, some people's charts are really just kind of clear cut and sort of easy to pick apart. But when you have charts where there are a lot of
Especially.
dynamic elements that are very different from one another, it takes me a little bit longer. So I'm going to start first with your chart. So overall, and I'm not going to do a traditional, I'm not going to go into all the details, I'm going to give you the themes. So what I'm seeing in your chart, I'm seeing a person who is both interested in being there for people you care about, like in relationships, certain element of
Yes.
like, wanting commitment, relationship commitment. You also have a moon that is ruling your ascendant in the 12th house, and it's in Gemini, and you're Cancer rising. So I'd imagine you have a presence that feels feminine but youthful and sort of open to suggestion.
Little do they know.
Kind of an individual who is, like you were saying, how you like to. Sometimes you type. What did you say? Type. You think faster, you can type. You've got a Mercury and Aquarius too in the 7th house, which tells me that your mind is forward thinking, that you're someone who prefers independence of thought. And within the 7th house, that means you're going to allow your partner the same thing, that same sort of liberty.
Yes. The years.
But then when I was coming down, looking at kind of your Mars and Venus, oh, whoops, that was you. You've got a Mars that's retrograde, and it's in Virgo, down in the 2nd house, and then your Venus is in Sagittarius, conjunct Jupiter in Sagittarius in the 5th. So the first thing I was like, oh yeah, this is probably someone who is kind of daring and playful and, sexy and
Sexy.
know how to
Wait till
have
he's good.
a good time and how to party, as they say. But also your Mars shows how you naturally kind of do things. And Mars in Virgo is where we tend to, in relationships, we'll wait for timing, we will defer maybe what it is we're wanting, depending upon like kind of what the partner wants, sort of. When it's the second house, it's like you have control over it, it's yours. And, oh, just message me.
Wait,
Please
wait,
sit your
wait.
nurse.
When you have control?
Like the fact that I would defer things for you.
Oh. Okay.
And I'm like, I think it's like my nature to be okay with waiting until the right time.
Okay, so I'm the captain and then you're the slave.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. And, oh, wait, that was someone else. Sorry.
She forgot that she's doing the reading.
That was some other client.
She's very
Wait a
cute.
sec. And so that Mars in the second is kind of like we can be comfortable and secure in our own little space, and we can be comfortable being with a partner. And Sun conjunct Neptune too. We can sometimes put aside our ego and like go along for the ride. Just be open.
So she's saying you go along with the ride.
I'm happy to do that. Also, like, I think if you guys choose to get a reading from her, you'll find her real, or even just look her up on YouTube, right? She's very entertaining. Like, I think you'll like the way she speaks as well, because she's a Libra.
Yep.
She's very jumpy with things, but then she'll loop back around.
I don't loop it back around.
Yeah, you don't loop around.
I just keep going.
Your North Node is in Scorpio down in the fourth house, so it's really
People
important.
get mad at it. They're like, read my message, read my message. I'm like, I'm past that now.
Just be open. And your North Node is in Scorpio down in the fourth house, so it's really important that tells us that with the ruler Pluto in the fifth, that you're one of the biggest things that in this life you're moving towards for true like development will have to do with with confronting what it is inside of you that you really truly want emotionally. And with Pluto then in the fifth, there's a desire with that to be chosen, to be the one that that a partner chooses as their partner.
Wait, what does this mean?
It's like my deep desires, because my North Node is in my fourth house. It's a very personal house, so it's like, this is really just you confronting what it is you really are looking for in this lifetime. And the ruler of my North Node is in the fifth house, so it's like, what is it that I want out of, I guess, life? Like, I have to confront what I actually want as opposed to maybe
It's
what
very
is
internal.
expected. Yeah, it's very internal.
So it's like you can be whoever you want to be, but as long as you decide. Or you.
Yeah, or that's a direction I should be going towards.
Right, so it's just more internal search.
Probably.
Okay. Cool.
They're one. And there can be, with Pluto in the fifth, in our childhood, we may have learned lessons that taught us that it was safer to kind of keep parts of ourselves hidden. And then we move to your Venus and your Jupiter, and instead just to have fun and play and, to sort of be open to adventure. But you also, the fourth house, you have Libra down on the cusp, and so that says that relationships are an area that give you a sense of security, and that's ruled by that Venus and Sagittarius in the fifth. And so maybe you have learned socially that to be open to adventure, to be open to possibility. And so that can attract partners that are both, I would imagine you'd need a partner who's both sensitive in certain ways, but also kind
Am I sensitive?
of
I'm very
independent.
sensitive in every way.
I think he's just sensitive.
I'm sensitive.
Because that's what you need to trigger that North Node of yours that's sort of...
Wait, your North Node is the one that is self-discovery?
I think so. It's like the deeper undercurrent.
You need a sensitive man?
Yeah.
Someone that understands your needs and feelings? So that's why I need sensitivity?
Yes.
Do I have that sensitivity?
Yeah,
No.
but then later she talks about I need someone who's independent, which is very true.
Yeah,
So
I don't have that.
Simon's just I just have sensitivity.
I can help you there, sensitive. Very good at that.
these hidden desires that you have
Keep up
that actually do have to do with being chosen. And when I looked at...
emphasize that she's talking about, because I asked for a relationship reading, so this is like reflective of me in a relationship, but I also think it's really true of life in general. Like I think growing up, I was always like, I want to do something that's more recognized, or like I don't want to. There's this one thing that I said since high school. It's like I don't want to die knowing that I did nothing for this world. Like dying silently is one of my biggest fears.
Yo.
Yeah.
Did his chart, and also, let me also add, you have Capricorn on the descendant, and the ruler is in the 8th. And so this is being attracted to partners who are both like committed to a certain extent, or partners.
Well, to what extent? Like, do I have that extent? I'm not very committed.
Neither am I.
Oh, okay. So, but she says you need.
I think I like the groundedness in somebody.
Cool.
Something about the partners, they're kind of dominant, but then with Saturn and Pisces in the 8th, it's also like you're dealing with their issues tied to not wanting to grow up or commit or like
Why are you
kind of
smiling?
settle down or whatever.
That's me. So, what does it mean?
That's probably a constant theme in the relationships I attract. Like I feel as though
You like kids?
it's like I like the independence, but it's like, why are you immature?
You like a man that is a kid.
I just need a man boy,
Oh, no,
a man
boy.
child.
Man child.
Mm.
That throws tantrums?
And it's opposite your Mars, that Mars in Virgo. So it's kind of like the parts of you that you may stay in
You
relationships
like
cute,
cuties?
cute kids?
or stay in situations with partners that are preventing you from
Wait,
having
what was that? What was that about? What did you say?
You stopped
Oh,
it.
sorry.
parts of you that you may stay in relationships or stay in situations with partners that are preventing you from having all of your needs kind of be met. And I don't know if that's true.
Wait, so if you don't have your needs met, you stay with them longer. Why?
No, she's just saying. I think you mixed up the order
Oh,
there.
okay. What's
She's
the
just
order?
trying to say, like, I tend to stay in relationships or situations that seem to prevent me from showing
You like-
or meeting my needs.
You like the challenge.
It's not that I want to. It's just that it happens.
Oh, it just happens.
Yeah, it just happens. I don't want to.
Gotcha. Hi, Nike.
Hi, I'm from India.
Welcome. Hi from Sydney.
Hello.
True or not, I could be totally wrong. But that Saturn also squares your Jupiter and your Venus that are in the 5th house, which want growth. They want to improve. They want to wants adventure, and it wants to expand.
You want to live.
Move into the best parts of yourself
I want to be the
and grow.
best me.
You want to fully grow. You want to go
Yes.
Europe, solo trip,
Yes.
discover yourself.
Yes.
Come back with like necklaces and a dress with fancy hat,
Yes.
and talk about your Europe trip.
Know all the sizes.
Size.
But you also, there would be a desire to want to grow beyond, because 5th house is very much tied to kind of our youth and our ego. And while we can
You need to grow your ego.
Oh no,
Dennis-
it's just about my ego. But then she already said that it seems like I'm somebody who can put aside my ego, which is
See
true.
ya, Pandy. See you.
You going? Bye.
So what?
She already said I seem like someone who can put aside my ego, which I think is true. My ego is not that big.
Yeah, you good. Simon, to the reader, but you know that I do parkour. I can do parkour.
identify someone who is open and fun and adventurous, really to get down into that Scorpio step down in the 4th. We have to we kind of have to confront the ego and confront what it is that we're really, really wanting.
Yeah.
And so at the same time, you have a sextile from Uranus in the 7th. So partners who are sort of, I don't know if it's you that's non-committal, if he's non-committal, I'm imagining that he might
We're
be
both not committed.
both
Committal?
wanting relationship and being conflicted, and maybe neither of you want to get married. I have no idea. But it does feel at this chart like a lot of it rests on the partner. If you were with a partner that was like, yes, absolutely, you're the love of my
So
life,
it's
I want to
me.
marry you. That
If I say yes, we yes. If I say no, we no.
Yeah, I think that's what she's getting at. But then I need to explain that with Simon, sometimes he will say the reason why we're not getting married is because I don't want to, right?
No,
Which is
not
true.
sometimes. I say that all the time.
Yeah, which is true. But at the same time, if I were to say, hey, Simon, I'm ready to get married now. Do you want to get married?
Down. Wait, what?
No, because
Oh.
you said before you're just like, oh, but I don't have my shit together.
Yeah.
You said that like you just said when we are like you see yourself as presenting a package and this is the final deal kind of thing.
But if you really want to get married, I'll be like, I guess.
No, if I'm like now I don't have my shit together, I was like, let's get fucking married in 2 months.
No.
Yeah. Why? What's your reason?
Huh? I didn't wash my hair. I think I had something on that day.
Yeah, see, like I know that we are both deeply not ready. So I think when Simon says that he doesn't want to get married because I don't want to get married, it's also because there is usually an expectation that the guy is the one who doesn't want to get married, and he just seems like disrespecting me if he says, yeah, I actually don't want to get married yet.
But yeah, it's like I want to be I want all my flaws, not all my flaws, but most of my shit to be fixed, and be presentable, be like, you know, worthy of your honor.
I don't have my shit together yet, gotta finish this 1 month stream.
Really? There's what to say. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's a more responsible way to go about it. Like,
1 month?
No, like as in like getting your capacity to be a good husband or wife there before actually deciding to get married.
You know, that's what I've been telling people that are single, and they're like, "Oh, I need a girlfriend," blah blah. It's like, no, get your shit together first.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
like, do you even have the capacity to be a good partner?
It's like you're fucked up right now.
Yeah.
And if you get into a relationship, and they're fucked up, you're both fucked up.
Yeah.
How you gonna deal with it?
And
Get
if
your
you're
shit
gonna
together.
if you're gonna say to me like, oh, you know, after marriage life is the same as your pre-married life, then what's the point of you getting married?
Yeah.
Like, obviously there will be dynamic changes, there will be expectations, whether from one partner or the other. It's gonna be very normal.
I feel like building a foundation up to marriage would be good though. Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. People nowadays get married at 35. At least here in Europe. Oh.
Yeah.
You would most likely be amenable, right? So it's kind of like up to the partner in a way, and being attracted to partners that are maybe perhaps dominant, but yet at the same time, he's got Saturn in his 12th house. It's like Saturn Pisces, which you have in your chart. So it's kind of perfect because he's learning about, he's got his North Node in the 10th and Sagittarius, so he's here learning like about commitment, being a man, responsibility, all the things that are tied to like what society says we're supposed to do, like grow up and all that stuff. So he's here.
Anime Labs only accessible with premium. Riley.
What? Huh?
He's trying to say like he can't access like good shows without
Oh.
premium. Yeah, but Funimation had like, I don't know, every time I want to watch it I would pay for like that premium because it's just really annoying. The ads are really annoying. They have like 4 or 5 at once during the ad breaks.
I don't know what that is, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was causing a lot of problems. Just give them the money. Just give the money.
Things that are tied to like what society says we're supposed to do, like grow up and all that stuff. So he's here, he's kind of trying to decide for himself what that looks like. And
Wait, so I am trying to just figure out what is everyone doing that's good, and trying to do that.
No, so it's like it's not so much about other people, Bib.
Okay.
It's more about like how you see yourself as being a good man or a good husband or a good responsible figure in the world, and what that looks like to you.
And
I
wanna
feel
be
like
that.
that's really relevant to you because we've been together for a long time and you always say, I don't want to be like that. I want to be like that. And like there's always a figure of like, oh, I don't want to be like him, or I want that quality. It's like you're constantly trying to make yourself into the perfect kind of responsible figure. It's like, oh, I don't want to. And usually when it's like, I don't want to be like that, it's because they're irresponsible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay.
he's got his ruler of his North Node, his path where he's going, is in his 8th house, and it's in Libra. It's retrograde. That's Jupiter in Libra. So
Thanks,
he
Riley.
knows that there's a part of his soul that definitely knows that relationships are the area where he'll do the most growth.
See your soul.
What?
There's a part of your soul that knows that relationships is where you need to do the most growth.
So is that in terms of networking, or is that in terms of just like
I think
people bonding
relationships.
and feeling like that connection?
I think it's both. It's like relationships in general.
Is very important to me.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at the same time, he's also, Moon in Libra. Let me back up, and I'll talk about his chart in a sec. But that Jupiter of his in the 8th, it just sort of can show that there's something that he has to confront that does have to do with what he really wants in relationships. And his Jupiter is then ruled by a Venus and Aries in the 2nd, which tends to be someone who likes to hold on to their freedom, their autonomy, likes to be attractive, to others.
I think she got it wrong. Likes to be. I am attractive.
Freedom, their autonomy, likes to be attractive, to others. And so my sense from his chart is that he's someone that kind of stands out in a crowd and has
You're waiting for that bit.
a sexiness to him, an allure to him, and has a sexiness to him, an allure to him, has a
Okay. The first
So
time.
one more
watching-
time. One more time.
The first time watching this, he avoided rewinding that bit, but I said just watch him replay that bit several times.
No, it's stuck. She keeps saying it. She said it 2 times.
She said the first time about me.
No, she said sexiness and attractive to some lure to it. And then she's just on a loop. She's just on a loop. Like, is it a glitch or she's actually saying
a
it?
sexiness to him, an allure to him, a sexiness to him, an allure to him, that he probably really enjoys. And it's actually,
Really is
Venus in the
that.
2nd tend to be someone that one of their gifts is that they're
Oh, kiss! That's one of my kiss. That's one of my kiss.
Venus in the 2nd tend to be someone that one of their gifts is that they're attractive.
I'm attractive.
And with it in Aries, it's kind of a little bit bad boy. It's then ruled by Mars in the 5th, though, in Cancer. It's kind of like the guy that he kind of gets what he wants,
I
sort
get
of,
what
but he's
I
also like sensitive and soft. He's charming.
I'm so
He knows
disgusted.
how to,
Cheat. He's just so cute.
Look at them laughing at you. I cannot.
just kind of gets it with. He's got a Moon in Libra in the 8th, and
It's
Moon
worth the $90.
in Libra is emotional security for him, just like your IC in Libra. It comes through his relationships with others, and his then though being ruled by a Venus in Aries in the 2nd can be.
Simon said
It comes through feeling like he's attractive, like he's wanted, like he's desirable, and so there's a little bit of a loop here. Goes round
What's
and
the loop?
the loop is like between me and you. Like we both value that, like the relationship portion. It's really true what she's saying about Simon, because I always, like, even before he did Twitch, right? I was like, you should be doing something to do with like entertainment, because it seems like,
That's where I get my energy.
Yeah, having that energy from people is so important to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he came when he started whapping. Like, I mean, nobody expected that. None of us expected that, but it happened.
Things
that
just
way.
happen. Like,
It
things
just happened.
actually just happen and it became a thing.
circles, and being with a partner. What's interesting is having his Jupiter and his Moon in the 8th house. That's the Pluto house. So for him, it's kind of like he needs a partner that is willing to actually.
So
sort
is
of,
it true that Simon's sexy and attractive, Paulinna? Okay. Tell him the truth. Tell him the truth. It's a trap.
show
This is a
him
trap.
what they want. So when we come back to your chart and the Pluto that's in your 5th house, to me, that placement's one where we really crave and long to be seen, to be loved, to be adored, to be like almost possessed, by our partner.
Things hey, something like, what's up, man?
And we ourselves can be kind of almost possessive, it's very kind of
Is you?
lusty.
Yeah.
But especially with the Venus and the Jupiter that you have there, that Sagittarius stuff. So I think I can see lots of things between the two of you. I can see the attraction here. for sure, because I think you guys are helping each other move towards your truth. His is more towards, 10th house, which is the house of the father, the husband. It's also career, and it's, the outer world and all the rules. And yours is moving down into the 4th house, which is...
It's like, you're trying to get me more stable, and I'm trying to get you more wild. Or, like, explore freedom a bit more and have fun and just be a kid again. Don't.
I think just, like, face things that I actually want. Because, like, you're very much someone who, like, if you want to do it, you just do it.
Yeah.
But even though I have like my outer wrapping is like that, there's always like a deeper undercurrent of like why I want to do those things.
You need more of a like reason why to do things to do it. Where I'm more like, fuck it. You want to do it. Like I don't have too much thought into it.
Yeah.
But I like your one better because it's more responsible. It makes more sense. Mine has no sense.
Yeah, but that's why we're learning from.
Oh, my camera died. Okay, yeah.
But that's why we're learning from each other, which is good.
Hang on, guys. Gotta change the battery. Yo, Ali. Hi, Ali. Yeah, I was gonna say. wait. Damn, $90 for quality content. Wait, she hard and fast avoided the question of lucky dodge. She dodged a bullet. Nico, if you're still here, can we get a shot for Ali as well?
Who dodged a bullet?
Huh?
Who dodged? I dodged a bullet. How did I dodge a bullet?
You didn't say how sexy I
Oh.
am.
Guys, I need to tell you that $90 for a chart reading is actually really cheap for a professional astrologer. Normally they go for like US dollars, like 240, 260.
$90 could have got a better camera battery.
I'm serious. Like, chart readings are very draining. And the only reason why I do mine for free is because I would not compare myself to a professional astrologer like her. Like, she's actually been doing it for 20 years. I think it was like 20 something years. She has so much experience, and the amount of time you have to go into research what's true and not, and have the experience of like comparing charts based on your own experience is time, energy, all of that. It's money too. It's like the amount of time that you have to use to decode these readings is crazy for you to fully understand them.
All right. We're all on the same page. We'll finish.
Hello. Okay.
Ali, if you want to do a reading, we can send this lady to you. Yeah. Oh, Paulinna. Yeah. I don't know her. All right, we continue, guys. We continue.
The house of home, family, the mother. It's feelings. It's the inside, and so I think you two have come together to kind of help each other. And I wonder if when I look at that's thunder, what that is. When I see you got a lot of Aquarius in your relationship chart in the Davison.
Oh, the Aquarius, is that the thing that makes us so random?
I think so, like unconventional.
And we can go either or anywhere kind of thing.
Yeah, like no one can really predict what we're doing, because I think the more you say we have to do something, the more we, like, as a couple say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you have to have children. No, we don't. I'm not going to have it then. You have to get married. I'm going to go 12 years without getting married.
Yeah.
And you've got down in the 4th house, which is that very personal house, you've got Mars.
There's some sexiness and attraction to stick out.
Moon, Sun. 4th house, which is that very personal house, you've got Mars, Moon, Sun, right next to each other. Venus, all down there. So it can be a relationship that has elements that are tied to freedom and liberation and, doing things your own way and not following the rules.
This is our relationship.
You have the ruler in the 3rd, Uranus, which...
Oh, shit. Erica.
muted?
Erica, yeah. Erica. Alright, guys, we're doing like chart reading stuff, but we'll take a quick break to do the welcome wrap. Simon, you muted? I'm muted? Muted, by the way? No, I am I? 1, 2, yeah. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You lie. Nico, am I muted? You good now? Okay. Alright, hang on. Ready, guys? 3, 2, 1.
又喺上邊俾佢跌，係個 web 係 係個 rap， 攞個桶攞個地拖係個 rap， 係個 rap， 我講緊 rap 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 係個 rap 係個 rap， 通心粉喺個鑊係個 rap 係個 rap， 又喺上邊俾佢跌係個 rap。
Welcome everyone. Welcome on in. My back kind of hurts now. That's pretty impressive. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome everyone. Oh. How's your stream, Erica? Oh, what's up, Cams? What's up, Scams? I know this guy. Wait, I have the speakers on and gave me a fright. Oh, sorry, dude. Sorry. Stream was good. Oh, ooh. It's very loud, eh? Very loud. Oh, this is my sister, guys.
Hi, this is Paulinna. I'm his sister sometimes.
Sometimes girlfriend, sometimes sister.
Yep.
It's like the weirdest thing to. Junior, is it Junior Lem? Thank you for the sub. I was sorry. Thank you for the gifted to Erica. Thank you. Oh, Auntie Ali.
What's going on? It's the sexiness.
Wait, what? Asian Freakazoid? Thank you. You guys giving it to each other? Oh my god. Thank you so much for the gifted, guys. Junior, thank you for the gifted cams, you guys. Oh,
Like my back. Make him do it again.
Have an amazing
Erica.
stream. Less than 3. Good night everyone else. See you all laters, and it's at Chlam's B-Day today. PLS dance for him.
It's
GN less than 33
Junior-
trillion
oh my God.
333 billion 333 million 333,333.
Alright, dance for him. I got you. Hang on.
He reads out the numbers.
Hang on. I got you, man. I got you. Alright. It's funny because it was someone else's birthday as well. Kribla,
I
name
need another dance.
I got you, man. I know which one. I know which dance. Alright. Is it Junior Lem or is it JR Lem? Alright, ready for this one, baby? Happy birthday. This is what I call the Simon special. Alright, ready?
Share, get in here.
Oh, wait, hang on, before
What's up, Daddy?
Dre Maker, thank you for the follow.
I'm just a bachelor, looking for a
Simon
partner,
specialty.
someone who knows how to ride without even falling in love. Gotta be
Make him
compatible.
cool, make him cool, make him cool,
Takes
make
me
him
to
cool,
my
make him
limits. So girl, when I break you
Yeah, get in here.
off,
What's up, Daddy?
promise that you won't wanna get off. If you're horny, let's do it. Ride it, my pony, my saddle's waiting. Come and jump on it. If you're horny, baby, yeah. Ride it, my pony, my saddle's waiting. Come and jump on it. If you wanna get nasty, baby.
Hey, JRLM, you wanna get nasty?
First we'll show and tell.
I don't know what to do now. Like once the clothes are off, it gets awkward.
Till I reach your ponytail. Yeah.
Make him cool, make him cool, make him cool,
Do you,
make him cool, make him cool, make him cool, make him cool.
Until we reach the
Okay, I go
stream.
sleep. GN
You'll be on my jockey tail.
333.
Oh, I can do
Pony, do it, ride it, my pony, my saddle's waiting, come and jump on it.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Wait, the TV reflection? Nah, we good. That's so funny. The spin. Okay, I put my pants back on. Show's over, guys. Show's over. Stop being horny, chat. Stop being horny. Oh, what a...
I'm gonna send that to my astrologer.
Oh my god, BD for the titties? Wait, what happened?
Make him coom, 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 make him coom. Okay, I go for real now. GN less than 3.
Erica, thank you. Thank you for BD's for the titties. Make him coom, make him coom, make him coom. Thank you, Brian. Brian's the voice. Yeah. Okay. All right. Make sure you have toilet paper. All right, there you go. Now you can come. Hey, you know what's funny? The funniest thing is, okay, just imagine that I'm doing all that, right? Paulina's right next to me. Oh god damn it!
I was spinning the chair.
Yeah, she was spinning. She was helping me spin the chair. By the way, Simon, I think I need to replace the first clip with this this clip on my channel. No, yeah, do it, bro. Do it. The spinning came out of nowhere. Because I realized you can't see, and like I can just lean back and just have my legs up in the air.
From my perspective, it looks so weird.
Is
He was
it?
in like a fetal position, like nuts out and everything, and just spinning in the chair.
I think Paulina's used to it. Oh, guys, thank you for completing the level 1. Let's go. All right, we go back. So for those who don't know me, my name's Simon. I stream a lot of Genshin. I'm doing a 1 month stream. 1 month stream. So we're on our 9th day. So non-stop. Basically, click live and just leave it. So Twitch has a limit of 48 hours. So every 48 hours, the timer resets. It stops and then we'll start another stream. So yeah, I'm on my 9th day, guys. So we're gonna go for the full month. So just know, like, when you go bed, when you go masturbate at night, I'll be on. It's like midway through masturbation. Oh yeah, Simon's on.
I can do this tonight.
I'm gonna cheer Simon with a specialty specialty every day. Come collect your Simon strip vouchers. Strip vouchers welcome in, guys.
Tie for the show Craigasm. My dreams will be amazing tonight.
Thank you for the biddies for the titties. I just make sure you you do three ply and like 2 or 3 folds, and you should be sweet. Yeah, just chuck that stuff in the toilet and you're fine. Don't need to wash your hands. Oh shit. Okay, we'll go back. So for those who don't know, we are doing a what is it called?
Synastry chart reading.
Paulinna and I are doing a synergy chart.
Synastry.
Synastry chart reading. So she paid $90 for this, man. Seems legit though. Seems legit.
That was on sale.
Yeah, this is on sale. So
It's a really good deal if you guys want to get it done.
yeah, so we're midway. So for those who came in, you may not know like half the stuff because we went through half of it already. But yeah, we're gonna continue it. It's just like a reaction video because yeah, we want to know. I don't know. I didn't want to really know, but
Well, you seem to like the part
Yeah,
where
yeah.
she said you were sexy.
oh, can we go back to that part? That was my favorite part. Guys, she called me sexy.
Through his relationships with others, and his then though being ruled by Venus and Aries, and the second can be, it comes through feeling like he's attractive, like he's wanted, like he's desirable, and so there's a little bit of a loop here, goes round in circles, and
Test 1 2. Yeah. Okay, we good now. All right. We go back. So you guys, chill with us. If you like farming some points, If you like farming points and you want to redeem a shower stream, we're doing a shower in an hour. So I'll get naked in the shower. It's 50k to redeem, and you can redeem and you can commentate. You can commentate and I don't know, say the nastiest shit. Okay, maybe not TOS stuff, but you know. So there's gonna be one done at 10 o'clock. Oh, hi Ree, what's up? Watching chart reading?
Yeah. It's a synastry reading, yeah. So they talked about a little bit of our individual charts, and now they're talking about our combined chart, the Davison chart method.
Oh, wait. June, you. Oh shit, June, thank you so much. Oh no, I turned off the alerts, bro. Thank you for the $5, bro. So guys,
Thank you.
I'm gonna be getting a stripper pole, so yeah, I'm getting a stripper pole. It's like my first donut goal, but I reckon I'm pretty good at stripping, man. Like I mean not stripping, the pole. I just need to practice on it. So I did one class, and yeah, it went really well. So I think I should continue. maybe show you guys some moves later.
I actually can't wait until you get the stripper pole.
Yeah, it'll be
By the way, the sexy part is probably here. If that's what you're looking for.
Nah,
right?
fuck it. We go back. We just play. But yeah, June, man, thank you so much, dude.
Especially the Venus and the Jupiter that you have there, that Sagittarius stuff. So I think I can see lots of things between the two of you. I can see the attraction here.
Wait, hang on.
Sure.
I feel like I gypped you from the notification. I'm gonna play one. Wait. No, wait, no dance. No, I got you, man. I got you. Okay, hang on. So, this is the notification. I'll do one now. Yeah. So this is what it looks like. I think it's suitable. Hang on, my good dude.
What's that?
Oh, this is Stream Elements. That's really slow though. So let me just change real quick. So, dude, it looks like this. Hang on, yeah. Wait. So I'll do a fake one. One sec, guys. Cause I turned off the notifications, so we can react. But alright, yeah, it looks like this. You ready?
Do not fear a man that spams 1,000 memes. Instead, fear a man that spams a meme 1,000 times.
Wait, was that a default one? Did you guys hear it? Did you guys hear the dancing? There's some echo. Okay. I fixed it. Ready. So it looks like this.
Do not fear a man that spams 1,000 memes. Instead, fear a man that spams a meme 1,000 times.
Okay. We'll go back. But yeah. All right. We'll go back. So the dance, yes. Okay, man. We'll go back to this reaction.
Oh my god, this alert.
Maybe All right. We'll go.
Because I think you guys are helping each other move.
Carry on with stream.
towards
Okay.
your truth. His is more towards,
Thanks, bro.
10th
Thanks so much for
house,
$5.
which is the house of the father, the husband. It's also career, and it's the outer world,
good,
all
man.
the rules. And yours is moving down to the 4th house, which is the house of home, family, the mother. It's feelings. It's the inside. And so
Was this too far back?
I think you two have come together to kind of help each other. And I wonder if when I look at the
Hola. Hi, Rouse.
that's thunder, what that is. When I see you got a lot of Aquarius in your relationship chart in the Davison, and you've got down in the 4th house, which is that very personal house, you've got Mars, Moon, Sun, they're right next to each other.
How long is
Venus,
this chart reading vid? Another 10 minutes. 13 minutes.
all down there. So it can be a relationship that has elements that are tied to freedom and liberation and doing things your own way and not following the rules. You have the ruler in the 3rd, Uranus, which it has to do with ideas between the two people that are tied.
Wait, what does that
to-
mean?
So as a couple, it's like we are constantly going through those themes of like enabling freedom of thought, experimenting,
Yeah.
just very unconventional things
Because of our Aquarius? Oh, okay.
in the chart.
Two.
Yeah.
Okay.
with Neptune there as well. sort of living in a realm where you don't have to deal with the rules. So you can, it's like
So we're bad boys. Bad
being
girls.
together but not living together, being together for a long time, but also a strong element of being friends, strong element of exploring, unconventional relationship patterns. And I also wonder if there's Mercury down
Sometimes my sister, guys. That's how unconventional we are. I think it's better this way. Yeah.
here. It's in Pisces, conjunct Saturn. He, of course, is Sun and Mercury in Pisces. And that tells me that the story of the relationship has a lot to do with him.
So I am the boss.
You are the captain.
I am the captain. I am the captain now.
And maybe many times things are even left unsaid or are just kind of like, and the Mercury is opposite your Mars. So
What did you mean by left unsaid?
Maybe some things are just not communicated, maybe, like, or there's a difficulty in bringing it to the surface. Could be that.
For me or you?
For both of us. So let's say, how she was saying, you're probably leading the relationship. That's not something that we openly actually decide on.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's what she means.
Okay.
which to me ties to the parts of you that you kind of just take care of business yourself. And I wonder if you, with that opposition, if there have been times where you've triggered conversations.
Always trigger
And so you're at 1, yeah. So, but it's like kind of up in the 10th house, and with the relationship chart, Scorpio rising, Pluto rising, part of fortune, North Node all together, and this is a relationship that there will come a time, and I think it's going to be next year, where if you haven't already had like a really pretty serious conversation.
So this is like if you want to take it to the next level kind of thing.
This is a predictive
I think you
thing.
will have one this next year that has to do with we do it or we don't. But it has
Kids.
So next year is like we're
Do-
together or we're not together.
Okay.
mostly with you sort of moving into the space of really just knowing if that's what you want. You have a moon in Gemini in the 12th, so that can sometimes be, well, do I want that? Like, this has been great. I'm good. I like this sort of ruled by Mercury and Aquarius in the 7th. I like this kind of freedom. But is it what
Wait,
you really...
is she talking about you, like the freedom
Yeah,
thing?
like she's saying, because she said with the whole thing that's happening next year with the Pluto going to Capricorn, I am going to make a decision of whether or not I want to progress with the relationship or not. It's either a yes or a no.
Okay.
Yeah.
really want, or is it like what the
Can we
partner
make a prediction in chat? No, I'm just kidding.
is wanting? Ultimately, your North Node's in the 4th house. That's ultimately does have to do with what do you want? Confronting
What do you want?
your deep,
Are you crying?
hidden,
No. I
emotional needs that are tied to your identity and to your life. And you may have learned at a young age that it was safer to not fully show yourself and your feelings for whatever reason. And so I think the Mars that we have in Aquarius here in the 4th can be a relationship where there are conversations triggered by two people who have different feelings, different emotions, or what have you, but they can still come together as kind of friends, and there can be this agreement that there's a sort of freedom here.
Wait, Simon tearing up? Nah, you on man. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, no.
Yeah, okay.
Between the two people.
Hey, crypto.
But it also kind of says with Uranus in the 3rd, because it's like a relationship where there's a story that is tied to the collective narrative, as to the like what relationships are,
No pussy. Yeah.
and it has an experimental quality to it as well.
What's this experimental quality?
Our relationship has an experimental quality.
Like,
Like we try new things together. We don't follow the rules. Badasses.
wow. So is that why she says, like, I don't know if you're in an open relationship?
Yeah.
Because we can go either way.
Yeah. Bear in mind, she has no idea who we are. She has no information about us, aside from the fact that Simon and I have been in a 12-year relationship.
So
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I feel like when I look at this chart, it doesn't immediately strike me as a relationship that's like, yes, this is a marriage chart. I had a really great relationship and we're still friends, probably always will be,
just sisters,
with someone who
brothers,
had, we just
siblings.
like you guys, like tons of Aquarius. And because the moon's also in Aquarius here, that says the woman, there may be a little like detachment or disassociation even, or like just, non-committal, like just wanting to be free. But is it because that's what you really want, or is it because, squaring your Pluto, are there parts to you that want more? Are there parts to him that want more? And because your Pluto also, 29 degrees, it lands in the first house on the North Node, it's ultimately going to be you that decides, decides what, and there's a good chance it'll be yes or no, just very, so quite a fated relationship. And the Venus being in Aquarius,
Like,
that's
is she
the
saying that you can cut ties really easily?
She's saying that transit in particular is going to enable me to make a decision of yes or no, and it will mainly be triggered by my fifth house stuff. So like me figuring out what I actually want.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're figuring shit out, and I'm on trial.
What?
Huh?
No, you're also doing your fifth house stuff. So
Ah.
you're also figuring out what you want in a relationship. But
And then
it
we meet
seems
up.
like,
And we're like, right?
is it going to be the same or not? Because you're also trying to figure out what you want in a relationship, but you're basing it off what your partner is telling you,
Right.
what they want.
Okay, so tell me what you want. And I'll work on it.
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
It's not that simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
relationship dynamic that has to do with just how you guys do your relationship, how you, whether you're, like if you had a Venus in Capricorn, it's usually a relationship that's about commitment. When it's in Aquarius, it's more about we're friends, we'll always be friends, but also at the same time, maybe we have two different perspectives on how long we want to do that for. So I think that
So
when we
wait.
have,
He's filling out forms.
Oh, okay, Nico,
It's not
see.
that simple, Simon. Make
What
it
do you-
simple. What do you want?
What you want? So she's saying like basically, we're entering a transition period, and we both need to figure out what we want, and then come back and be like, yo, what do you want? What do you want? Does it align? Does it not align? Should we give it another go, or like just laters? Okay, after 13 years later. Okay, gotcha.
have Pluto and
I
Capricorn
see how it is. Alright.
next year.
Hey, just to remind you, she did say I'm sexy and attractive, and I get what I want. So it's gonna be a yes.
It'll hit 27 degrees. It'll form a sextile to the North Node and the Ascendant and everything. It's already forming a sextile. And that, in my mind, will be very Aquarian. It will set free the relationship in some way to evolve. And it will either, with Leo up on the 10th house cusp, the Sun down on Aquarius in the 4th, it's a relationship that very much tied, the identity of the relationship, whether it's committed or not, is tied to both of your fifth houses. And like I said, it's
Just to
you've got
remind
your
me,
Pluto
you're
in your
the sexiest, right?
fifth. He's got in his fifth house Mars and Cancer. And there's some things as well in the synastry chart where like your Mars isn't even aspect.
Our Mars isn't even aspect.
And
What does that mean?
There's no interaction between our passions and our like.
So it's separate.
Yeah.
What's mine? Cancer.
Cancer and mine's in Virgo, and my Venus is in Sagittarius, and your Venus is in Aries. Like if you look
I don't
at,
know any of those mean.
Yeah, you do. You knew your Venus is in Aries.
No, I mean I don't know what it means together. Like
Oh,
it's just naming
normally
random.
people say like, oh, this one matches with this one, but the synastry, it looks at the aspects and the interactions my one is making with your one, and she's saying you guys have no interaction with those two elements in your personality.
So she's saying in my Mars it's very solo, and your Mars is solo.
Like
And our
there's-
Venus is solo, and your Venus is solo. Like we do our own shit.
I feel
It
like
doesn't.
from everything she's saying, our relationship is very like Pluto nature, like Scorpio nature.
What's that?
It's very intense, and there are a lot of like karmic things to do with it. There's a lot of lessons to learn.
Well, how is it calm and intense?
Karmic.
Oh, okay.
Karma, like
Okay.
karma. How is it comedy?
Brain's gonna hurt.
What?
Brain's hurting.
You look tired.
I'm trying to absorb all this like this. It's like all these equations and numbers and not numbers, but you know. It's
Emilia's
all,
laughing at you.
it's all
I
like
ain't gonna lie, this is too much 7 a.m.
yeah. Even crypto is like it's
I
too
like
much.
how Simon's asking the how, otherwise I'd be lost.
Wait. So she's saying something about you said something about Scorpio and Karmic
Okay, wait, let me simplify
and
it.
Pluto.
Everybody
Pluto's
has
not a planet now, that's
Venus and Mars, right?
Yeah.
They are two energies and two aspects of your personality
Yes.
that reflect your needs.
Yes.
Yeah, our ones are not interacting.
But what did you say about this Scorpio thing? I'm stuck on that.
I'm saying my perspective. It's like a lot of emphasis is on the Pluto nature of our relationship.
What does the Pluto?
Pluto rules Scorpio.
What is Scorpio? What does that mean? English.
It's a sign that
Wait,
rules,
go
like,
back. No. So you say Scorpio, Pluto, and then something. Now I forgot the something. What is
I
the
think
something?
just don't worry about
No,
that.
I need to know now. What is the something? You said, is this our relationship?
Yeah, I feel like
Okay.
our relationship is very intense and very karmic.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's intense?
yeah.
How?
I feel like in a way it's very intense. Like it's very like go through a lot of stuff together.
Oh, okay.
He looks
right.
like he ran a marathon.
Exhausted. Alright, we'll go back.
All about relationships, especially in that much Aquarius in a relationship, being an unusual, two people, there's an unusual match here
We are unusual.
that doesn't fit the rules. But the fact that your Mars is totally unaspected, like completely, and your Venus as well, is, that says there's two parts to you that needs that aren't being fully seen or met. And also his Mercury, because a relationship has a Mercury in Pisces in the 4th.
I have Mercury in Pisces.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Mercury is. What's Mercury? Oh, what does that do?
Mercury is how you process information, your thoughts,
Ah,
and communicate.
Okay.
That's just his Jupiter rising Venus.
Okay, yeah.
There can be
Mercury's a planet.
themes or conversations where we get told something and it almost feels more like a dream or a
Oh, okay. So how I process information and communicate to people
Yeah.
is very dreamy and I
She's saying putting that element of you in this relationship chart, it seems like it's making the relationship like
too dreamy.
too dreamy, yeah.
So not realistic.
Yeah. Or like it could mean that
Fantasizing? No, not fantasizing. Like I.
maybe idealizing.
Idealizing?
things.
Okay.
Yeah. Like it's murky.
Oh, okay.
with the ruler in the 3rd, not the full truth, or I'm being told to wait, or is this ever gonna like turn into anything else? Or so I don't know if you're wanting to get married.
So it's like I promise a lot. Kinda.
It could be that we say things, but it's not the whole truth of what we intend.
Okay.
Like
You're
we
not-
discussed before, like I could be saying, it could be either of us. It's just the impact of your chart on this relationship chart. It could mean that I'm saying, oh, let me get my shit together and I'm going to marry you next year. But in your mind, you know that I'm not going to be ready to marry
Yeah.
someone next year.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Obviously that's up to you. Maybe you guys just decide to stay in a, I don't know if you're in an open relationship or if you're committed. I wouldn't be surprised. It depends on both people, but definitely does look like two people who will be friends. And so my take on this is, the other thing, his MC, so where his North Node, his destiny, where he's moving towards, which is moving into, maturing into his understanding
My MC Scorpio, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
about commitment and adulthood and all that fun stuff, including being like a husband if he chooses to or not, career, work. He has a ruler Jupiter in his 8th, which is retrograde. And that is very much his truth about relationships come from his partner, from others, you know.
Oh, what's that mean?
I think it's just like how you learn about how you understand what the truths of a relationship are come from your partner. So it's like if I were to keep telling you, oh, a marriage is not important in a relationship, and I explain to you why, you'd probably be like, oh yeah, you know what, that's true.
Is that my North Node thing, or is that more my Libra and Pisces?
I think it's both.
Oh my god, okay. Okay.
And it's falling in your 3rd
Do you
house.
need another coffee? Are you
It's just a
alright?
lot. It's like it's like what Mike said. That's his Jupiter rising Venus.
Simon is sweating.
Man. Like I'm trying to understand what this and this means. But then there's always a third one. It's like Mercury in Pisces. Cool. What's Mercury? It's like it's how you process information. Cool. Pisces seems pretty chill, so it must mean I process things very chill. It's like no, it means you fantasize. Oh, cool. But then now it has like some blah blah blah, and the North Node is like whoa 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 whoa, whoa. And then it's like, and then now together, I was like, oh my god. Okay, we'll keep going.
So it could be him believing in the things that you say to him.
This is my Pisces. And also North Node. And also some.
It's aspecting my Mercury. So what I say, what I communicate, you believe is true.
What's your Mercury?
My Mercury's in Aquarius.
Okay.
and those words being really important to him. There's also a trine from your Mercury. So if you've been, of one mind with him about openness with that open-minded Mercury and Aquarius, and also the thing about Mercury Aquarius too is it will say things like it'll say them, but your Mercury lands in his 12th
That's
house, and so there can be sort of our partner either doesn't hear us or we're speaking to them in a way that.
So she's saying my Pisces it doesn't listen?
The fact that my Mercury is in your 12th house, which is the house.
Whoa! Your Mercury.
I haven't even started to
your Mercury-
explain yet.
12th house. What's 12th house?
12th house? I was just about to say that.
Wait, go too quick. I need to log in 12th
I
house.
haven't even started.
Because I'm stuck on Mercury. Okay, go on.
Mercury,
Slow down.
my Mercury
Yeah.
is in your 12th house.
Oh, my 12th house.
Yes,
What's
your 12th house, or everyone's 12th house represents their like unconscious thoughts, the things that they don't consciously think about, the house
Okay.
of their self undoing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's saying that. What was she saying?
My Mercury is in your 12th house.
Okay.
So it means sometimes the things that I say, you
what-
don't hear it.
Oh, I thought it just fills into my subconscious, but no.
You just don't hear it,
It
or
means
like
that,
you misunderstand it. Because it's a house of things that are not clear.
So you're never. You seem never. You're never clear to me.
Just to be very straightforward, sometimes I say things to Simon, he says okay, and then like a few days later we have an argument because he says I never told him.
That's your fault for having your Mercury in my 12th house. I got it now.
Now he's gonna use this.
I'm winning.
Huh?
I don't know. Keep going.
Yeah.
I'm learning though. I'm learning.
Learning
He's
all
a
the bad
Pisces.
things.
That's like speaking to his own personal dream about himself. But the big question is your truth and his truth are like his Jupiter, the Rose's North Node, is in your 3rd house, and it's in conjunct your South Node.
Your Jupiter is in my house as well.
I couldn't hear Simon because
Okay.
you stopped her.
Okay.
Jupiter, the Rose's North Node, is in your 3rd house, and it's in conjunct your South Node, Taurus. So there may be some
So
truths that he
your
has.
Jupiter is conjuncting my South Node in Taurus.
Okay. What's Jupiter?
Your truth.
What's truth?
Your
like?
truth is conjuncting, so making a certain aspect to my North Node in Taurus. South Node in Taurus, yeah. So she's trying to explain that there are some things that you are hiding from me.
Yeah. Okay. I'm hiding
what
from.
is it?
I'm hiding. I'm only hiding it to your Taurus, but I'm not hiding to you. Yeah.
You're hiding it from me. My.
No, not you.
Me.
Your Taurus. Your Taurus in third house.
That's me. That's representing me.
It's a part of you. I'm only not telling you a part of you. So
Yeah.
it's
What
not
are you
as bad.
hiding?
I don't know.
Um.
We're about to watch a relationship end because Simon has like what was it? What renegade? What? What's what? What?
Retrograde.
Retrograde. Renegade.
You know, okay, let me give you a background. It's like Simon thinks that, like, on the surface of things, let's say he'll say a color is blue, right? But he secretly thinks it's green. And he won't say anything about it.
Because I believe you, because you're.
No, because you, in, like, a surface level, would just be like, oh, I'm accumulating information. Oh, yeah, I know it's blue. Yeah? But deep down, you're just like, it's fucking green. It's fucking green, I know it. But you don't say it until an argument happens.
like-
And you're just like, you know what? That time I said the color is blue is fucking green. That's you.
Oh.
Yeah.
So as in like I make up my mind already, but I still gather information.
Yeah, I think like your answers depend on the information you get around you. That's what I gather anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's very influenced. Wait, can Simon even do a renegade?
It was Renegade.
I think it's a song. The
yeah,
TikTok song.
I can't. I don't know. I only know how to WAP.
As that you know you may or may not want to have to hear. And there could be your Jupiter, which is conjunct your Venus, lands in his 10th house, which is very supportive of him and his journey and his mission, you know, as a man, his career, or how he shows up out in the world.
Hey, Yogurt.
But it's not
Welcome,
getting
welcome.
aspected by anything in his chart, you know. So it can be one that's gratifying, but as we mature and get older and individuate away from our youth, our childhood, you know, just there may be something more that's wanted to fully develop. And it's not to say you can't make it work, of course, because like I said, the relationship has some markers that are really unusual, and I can see why you've been together for so long, because it's probably just worked. I just think that when you have Pluto move to 27 degrees of Capricorn next year and forming...
The fuck does that mean? What does that mean? What if it's 22?
Okay.
That's-
Okay.
what if
let
it's
me
30
summarize.
degrees?
Pluto represents change, transformation. It's associated with Scorpio. Scorpio and Pluto represent change, transformation, rebirth, death and rebirth, that kind of stuff, yeah? So when Pluto is going to aspect a certain important part in your chart, it means transformation and change is very likely to happen in that aspect of your life. Yes?
Yep.
Yeah. Our relationship chart, the ascendant, the rising sign of our combined chart.
Which is, am I into Aquarius?
What
is it?
It's Aquarius.
Is that?
What is Aquarius? Why did you say it like that?
I was just checking. What if I get lost? I need to say it. So you say yes, and I'm like, okay, we're on the right track. I don't know what I'm. Is it though?
Yes.
Okay, what you laughing?
Because we're talking about the relationship chart, not your own chart.
Because you say a combination of both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
So
like, so I'm this. What are you? And,
the rising sign of our chart is Scorpio. And there's Pluto right there next to it.
Okay, so we intense.
Yeah.
And then Pluto. What's Pluto?
So like, she's trying to say that it's just there. Like that's the element of a chart that's there. And the transit is when it like the actual what's happening in the world is affecting that chart, right? So when Pluto transits our first house, it's gonna make us take action towards transformation, growth, change.
Why is it? Because that's in the first house.
Because it's passing it.
What's in the first house? What's the first? What does that
It's
have
our
anything to do?
rising sign.
Oh, okay. Like together, individually.
Yeah, together.
Okay.
So we live here together, right?
Yeah.
And when an ambulance drives past, we hear it. And
Yeah.
it's going to affect our mood. And it's going to affect what we do in the
So
day.
we're gonna change because of some
That's
degrees.
passing, yeah.
And that's the degrees is the passing.
Yeah,
thing.
the passing thing.
What's the degrees?
The planet that's passing is Pluto.
But why is it specifically? Is there a reason why it's specifically this degree? And what if it's a little
Not
off?
the fact that it's a degree, it's more the fact that it's going to transit, so it's going to pass through. Yeah?
All right.
So it's going to make a change.
Move to
But I want to know
27 degrees of
what's 27 degrees like. Is that important or not really?
She's just saying, I guess, like how close it is to like maybe like a
Sharp turn.
part in our houses. So this part I'm not too sure about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey Draco. To be honest, I'm just like this.
What house is planet's directions made?
I'm not the only one, bro. What happens if the planet doesn't exist anymore? Do they remake the astrology thing, like Pluto? I think.
No, I don't know. I don't know what
In my
happens.
city
to it.
now. Okay.
Capricorn next year and forming sort of that sextile to the relationship. Where are we going? What is our make or break? Yes or no? Are we doing this or not? I'd imagine there would be some sort of decision made. And so having as well, like your moon is on his south node. So the parts of you, if you ever find yourself being indecisive or being open to like lots of possibilities.
So your south node is the freedom bit, yeah?
I think she's talking about our relationship chart, South Node.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like landing in his fourth house, so kind of tied to maybe even just an understanding from childhood. If you
Is fourth house like when you're
Your
young?
roots.
Oh, okay.
if you guys grew up like in the same place or whatever, that moon there can be this connection that goes back far. But his North Node being in Sagittarius up in his 10th, but in your 6th, sort of says, your Mars is in Virgo.
I didn't go
that,
back. Why is she bringing up fourth house? Do you know?
It's like, what can you be keeping? Because she said we're an unconventional couple.
Yeah?
So, like, what could be keeping us together is that we have the same roots.
Yeah.
Amelia's laughing. My head hurts, and I'm not even the one who's trying to.
So, what brought up the fourth house?
Because there's a lot of emphasis in the fourth house in our relationship chart. Like, you see a lot of
So
planets in it.
it's because like we met when we were younger, right?
Probably. It's like she's trying to say maybe the thing that's connecting us together,
Is our
considering
youth.
our different personalities, is our upbringing and our roots.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
place or
Pretty sure,
whatever,
I think.
that moon there can be this connection that goes back far. But his North Node being in Sagittarius up in his 10th, but in your 6th, sort of says, your Mars is in Virgo, that
VP said.
if there is any element of denial of what it is you're
Hi, Vin.
wanting,
Hello.
because it's Mars and Virgo in the second house, will be happy to stay safe and secure through like just staying and waiting, having
This is
fun
you or me?
Me.
and whatever, going along with things. It just kind of feels like there's some big decisions to make that will be coming up.
Ooh, big
And the other
decision.
thing is you've got
Oh, shit,
your
sorry.
Sun in Capricorn that's conjunct Neptune. Sometimes Sun conjunct Neptune, there can be themes where parts of ourself from our childhood, our identity, we've learned how to deny parts of ourselves.
Do I?
And because your fifth house, where's your Pluto at, and your Venus, which is how you do relationships, your Jupiter.
Do I deny parts of my personality?
Yeah. Wait, hang on.
Do I not show parts of my personality?
Wait, to who though? To me? No. To other people, yeah. That's a given with everyone.
Which is your truth, just kind of to me feels like there will come some point where there will be have to be a conversation, and it sounds to me like this moon
Come to the principal's office.
is in Libra in the 8th. He's got Pluto up on his descent on his MC. Probably someone pretty magnetic and probably someone pretty attractive, and
Is it you or me? Is it you? Who?
She's talking about you. She hasn't seen you. She's gonna see you after this video and be like, "Ah, take it
We
back."
go back.
I take it
See,
back.
probably someone pretty magnetic and probably someone pretty attractive, and but also he probably values his, his ability to be attractive, I suppose.
He's using it against
that
you
Venus
guys.
of his lands in your ninth, which is great because you have a Venus conjunct Jupiter, which is Sagittarius. So parts of him that are really sexy and fun and all that good stuff. It's teaching you more about your North Node Scorpion.
My sexiness is teaching. She got a gift, and then she said, "I'm teaching you." Oh, okay.
And all that good stuff. It's teaching you
He's
more
so
about
attractive that it's a
your North
weapon.
Node Scorpion fourth, about just your truth, what it is the fullness of what you're wanting. So, okay, I'm going to stop here. I'm not even sure where we're at minute-wise. Okay, we're only at 23 minutes. So we have a few minutes left. So watch it, answer questions. It's 12:20 at night, so I could just be literally up in the night. So just let me know your thoughts, and we'll go from there.
She's really
Okay,
sweet.
and just so that you know, whenever I do a reading, you know all the good stuff about your relationship. I always kind of just point out the things that I see that are the areas for growth. That's it. I do not believe there's any such thing as like a perfect relationship or a horrible one, because we're always evolving and changing, and our relationship is its own separate thing, evolving and changing. And with an strongly Aquarius relationship in the fourth, that is a relationship that many times has themes that are tied to, like allowing. It can be a relationship between friends, but that comes from our roots. But it's also like allowing each other to grow and individuate, and to move into what we're here to grow into. And that's not always marriage. Sometimes it's we stay together, open relationship, or we break up and we stay friends forever, or whatever.
You're already cheating.
It's
on
up to you
me,
guys.
then.
Yeah.
So let me know your thoughts, and we'll go from there.
She's really nice.
Yeah.
Very clear.
I really like the way she speaks. But I reckon if there was a time limit and you had to ask her questions, she'd be so frustrated with you.
Yeah, because that took a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So next year is a make or break for us, I guess.
All right. Oh, why don't we just do it now?
That was 20. It was 20 minutes, but Simon played it again and had questions and wanted to emphasize how sexy he was.
No, I just didn't know what the
Crypto said all I'm getting from that is that Simon's got a dump truck.
Crypto knows, man.
It felt like 2 hours.
Yeah, only an hour. Eh?
When you actually have to go back and understand what she's saying as well, if you are not super familiar with astrology, it can take a while.
Oh my god, I hurt my brain. Okay, but I learned some stuff.
Yeah.
Fourth
About
house.
you?
Oh.
About you?
Wait, let me finish.
Yeah.
Fourth house, childhood. First house. Wait. Wait. That's it. What's first house?
You're rising?
Oh, our rising.
Oh, in the relationship chart. I think that's the direction of your...
12th house, subconscious.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
So if anything with the 12th house is I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that
It's
with everyone?
unclear, yeah.
So if someone has career in the 12th house, is that a thing?
No, because it's just the planets that can go in your 12th house.
Planets.
Yeah.
Do all planets rule a different thing?
Mm-hmm.
So say my my Venus is in the 12th house.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that
It could be the quality...
wait, whoa. Does that mean the things I like is not clear? Because Venus is not things you like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that?
Your values.
Oh, values.
It could be very
messed up.
go with the flow.
I'll
kinda
go
deal.
with the flow.
It's because the 12th house, it's ruled by Pisces. So there's a Pisces element to whatever is in your 12th house. So let's say, for example, if
Oh, hi Joe. Hello. Free real estate. Wait, man. A man just forgetting everything within seconds. Hello, Joe.
real estate.
Can we get a shout out for Joe, please?
Wait. What house
Thank you.
did she try to sell?
Dying, bro.
Hi, Hi Joe.
Hello,
We had
hello.
our first like synastry reading done.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Joker. Thank you, Nico. Oh, thank you, Million. Triple. Okay, so, all right. I think I'm learning,
Mm-hmm.
and then
What do you feel about how what she said about our relationship? Do you feel like it's true?
I feel like it's stuff that we already know.
Like we're unconventional?
No, like the change. I think it's more emphasizing on change. Like, hey, this is where you are. This is how. Like, this is the reason why you guys are like the way you are, and this is what you should be looking forward towards, and be prepared.
Mm-hmm. Are you prepared?
No, I mean, wait. Yes.
What are you thinking
Are you
I'm
prepared?
saying?
Huh?
I don't know, dude.
No, I think we both know.
Know what?
Both know what we're like working on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We just need to work on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's better that way, right? Like we both work on it on our own.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah.
Do you feel disrespected that I don't want to get married yet?
No, I feel like it's but you're working on yourself to make sure that I get a steal. Because I really get a steal, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's really nice, like watching it now, because it makes me think like, even though this month I'm doing a stream and like long stream and stuff, it's like I should be working on myself, and I think it makes me focus less on stream. You know, like it makes me focus like more on my personal growth in life, rather than like, oh, I gotta do this 1 month thing. Like even though I'm gonna do the 1 month, like doing the 1 month thing is easy. It's just you press record, right? Sorry, you press stream and then you leave it, and that's it. That's really it. You play games here and there if you want to, but then like it's your channel. You can do whatever you want. But then this helps me a lot today, because it pulls me out of that mindset of like, this is a 1 month thing, so my head's in a box and it's very limited. Whereas this one's like you have not just 1 month, you have a whole life to work with, and it's like it's good to plan that out and see. I don't know, just do whatever you want to grow, right? Like what are your goals, and just hit your goals. Basically everything. If you want to improve, it's just make a goal, stick to it, do it, which I'm bad at.
But you're learning.
But I'm learning, and I'm like, even if I do this, people can, if they're interested, they can still watch it. So I don't need to worry about this too much. Yeah. You have a whole life to stream. Yeah.
Paulinna have a beautiful person on the side.
Oh, good night, Mike.
Thank
Good
you.
night,
Thanks,
dude.
Draco.
Can we gonna get a last shout out for Hoju Sojun?
I gotta shout. I hope you enjoyed Simon struggling to understand astrology, but
Hey, man,
getting there. Hey, you know you're
was the
learning
only one.
faster though.
But I should be knowing a lot because you say it a lot. But it's because like every time we do this, it's just a big information dump, and I only remember the last thing. That's why. But then if I learn a bit by bit, and it sticks to me. Oh, thank you for the shout out, guys. If I learn a bit by bit, then it's easier.
So guys, I think that was a really interesting reading. Just I'm not like paid to promote her or anything, but she's having a flash sale of either relationship readings or personal natal chart readings for $90 that you can get. And she's specifically, to me anyway, I find that her expertise is like in relationship readings, or like how you interact with relationships. But
Do we
she
have a
does,
link? Is it this?
book a reading.
Okay, so I'll just post it in Discord.
Yeah, she's really good.
Hey, Paulina.
And I just find her really adorable. Like the way she speaks has an energy of like, she's just very excited about
Learning
the
takes
reading.
time. You got this. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Thanks, bro.
Learning. Aw, Draco taking notes. Simon burnt like 2,000 calories in this chat.
It's tough, man.
I think like all in all, it was a really, really good reading. I was really happy with it. And I think she's right, like in terms of what we deeply want. She's saying that what you understand as your truth depends on your partner. So your partner is actually going to be a huge element to your growth.
So you.
Could be me.
Could be you.
Could be me.
Could be.
And then for mine, it's like I just need to confront what I actually want. It's almost like I'm scared about what I actually want.
Okay, you're scared. You're figuring out on your own. Me, I'm relying on you to tell me the truth. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Can I rely on you to tell me the truth?
I do tell you the truth, but sometimes when it's the truth, you don't hear it.
What?
Like sometimes when I'm trying to tell you the truth about something, it's like you've dismissed it, or like when we talk about it again, you're just like, we've had that conversation before. I didn't know that. Remember?
No.
See?
It was a trap. That was a trap. I think I decide on something, so that's why I don't listen. Maybe. Wow, that hurt my brain
She's
so
playing that
much.
Uno reverse card helicopter.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh, did I tell you this one time? Paulinna, she trapped me by telling everyone that I'm Indian. She I was gonna arrive at the studio, right? But she was already there with a few friends. That some haven't met me before. One person has met me, and then she was just plotting this thing, saying like, "Yeah, Simon does just when you see him, don't Punjabi Simon. It's like just don't mention this to him, but because he doesn't like the fact that he's Indian, and his mom is like so sweet, she's so nice, she's the biggest curry mom, but he's just so ashamed of his background."
Because he grew up around... Oh, no, I need to emphasize, I didn't mean that it's because he's racist. It's because I explained he grew up around just Asians. So he wants to really, really be like Chinese.
Yeah. And then when I rocked up, they all looked at me in a weird way. I'm like, what's up?
They felt so bad for him because they thought he had this identity crisis.
And then one of the guys was like, Simon, it's all right. I'm like, oh, what's all right? It's like, we know you're Indian. I'm like, bro, I'm not Indian. And then Paulinna gives the face like see guys like. And then everyone's like, yeah. The one girl was like, yeah, I can see it.
Indian?
And then one girl was like, yeah, I can see it in his nose. I have an Indian nose, bro.
No, but like
there was no way out of it. I couldn't deny it.
a lot of the time, like I'm a very straightforward person. Like if I feel that this is not right, or like I want you to know something that I'm feeling, I will directly tell you. But Simon, he's just like, oh, okay, and then he just kind of dismisses it. So it never happened. Welcome to the nose family, Simon.
The nose family. Yeah. That was good reading.
Yeah, I really liked it. I've watched her YouTube videos since 2017.
Man, I think I need a break from that.
It's in his eyes.
I could see the struggle he went through as a child on the streets of Mumbai. Shit.
Can't wait to get my braces off.
Oh man. Wow, that took a lot of energy from me.
Just close your eyes and rest.
Yeah, you're covering my Indian nose.
You were complimented a lot on your sexiness and how you use it as a weapon.
She called it a gift.
Yes, it's a gift. Yeah, I'm surprised she called it a gift, but then I really understand what she's trying to say. It's like you utilize it as like a weapon. Simon can be very manipulative, I'm just telling you now. He doesn't want you to think that. Better?
Like, yeah, see, I tricked all 60-something people to watch me. Sucked it.
Yes.
Sucked it. I tricked you guys. Yeah, I think I was working before this. I was playing games. But yeah, I really need to chill out. This is too much.
Thanks for watching it with me.
It's okay.
It's a gift to the world. How
Oh
sexy.
shit, it might be too loud. Sorry, that was too loud.
He tricks us to watch him sleep. You know, I always think, like, what do you guys do when you watch him sleep? Hello, Simon.
How? Hello. Wait, you were streaming today, weren't you? Hey, Sneaky.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing? Thank you for shouting her out. How was your cooking streams?
Joke
Oh,
is-
overcooked? Oh yeah. Let's go.
Drake was like, Simon! It was too loud.
Yes. Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm really bad at transitions. It's very loud. I know. Okay, we're better now. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Hope I'm all. Oh, thank you.
Paulinna refused to get medicine. Beat him up. Medicine? Oh, yeah.
I said it'll be better in like a day or two.
But you haven't gotten better.
No, like from today. Sneaky, you like gambling? You like gambling? Let me give you some moolah. You want some money? Yeah. Oh wait, oops, that's the wrong one. Sorry, my bad. Cause I fucked up. Let's do 50k. Yeah. Oh shit, you have a lot. You actually have a lot. Oh wow, you actually have money. Oh my god.
Who?
A snake charmer.
Do you want me to give you some? I don't really gamble.
Well, what's this?
Panadol?
Oh, okay.
Do you need more water?
No.
You took medicine. I am a lurker.
Thank you so much for lurking. I don't really gamble though. Oh, okay. Oh, good. You can keep it.
Paulinna, help with what? Do you want some moolah? My 8th place. I'm in 3rd right now.
I ate it first and say, what's this? It's like a you joker. It's like, yo, do this. I was like, okay. I was like, what does that do? Make me super mod. Okay. I was like, well, what does that do? What does super mod do? I can end your stream. It's like,
How do
oh.
How do I give Big Cat points?
You have to add points. Like, oh no, so you give exclamation mark give points, and then type a name without the at and the amount.
Without the at?
Without the at, yeah. So it's like this. It's like, for me it's like give points, and then say, yeah, like that. And then it's like, and whatever you want.
How
Yeah,
many
that-
points do you want? How much money do you want? 20,000? 2 million?
more.
What's orcs?
That works. She's
Oh,
like,
that
yeah.
works.
Okay. Should I work or should I like? There's a few. Okay, so now that that's done, I feel like there's a lot to think about.
Does it motivate you?
It does. It makes me focus less on
Temporary things?
yeah.
Yeah.
And like this is great. Like streaming 4 months, blah blah. But it makes me feel like I should take some time for myself to think about what I want to do, who I want to be about Blind Planet. It's kind of weird to do it publicly, but then it's like, because you don't want to show your process and all that, because I like privacy. Guys, it's weird. I like privacy. Isn't that crazy? I actually like privacy. Shower stream? Oh, I meant to do a shower stream in a minute. I don't know if Pessimistic is here.
It's like, I like personal space. He shows his tits.
Yeah. We still haven't figured out who wants to ASMR. Who wants to voiceover. I'm gonna message the team if anyone wants to voiceover.
This is too much PDA. Gross.